And let's see, I noticed this morning, I don't watch mainstream television. I haven't watched, ABC, NBC, CBS, all those things literally in years. I mean, and there's no when I look at the TV guide, I realize I haven't watched, Law and Order or whatever in 30 years since they stopped jumping the shark. So I really don't know what's on mainstream television. But I'm kind of curious. I've only seen one basically emotional Christmas commercial on TV this whole season. And that was the one I told you about a few days ago about the guy with the snow shovel, the kid with a snow shovel. And the lady's inside going, oh, and then music. And he's out shoveling her walk and he falls and she gets some Timberland boots. And it's actually very emotional. It's a sweet kind of, but it wasn't like, Grandpa's here and everybody starts crying in the kitchen. You know what I mean? And I saw one today for Hobby Lobby. It's I've only seen two. And the one for today I saw Hobby Lobby, it was last night, was where two girls are kind of competing to sell hot chocolate. Mm-hmm. And then one of them finally brings the other girl some marshmallows, so they're all together at the end or what, I don't know. But again, it wasn't, it was sweet and nice, but I haven't seen any. Now, maybe they're on all over on ABC and NBC and CBS, and I don't know it because I don't watch them. But I'm kind of disappointed. I wonder whether the season is that people just didn't feel like it. I haven't seen any really, really great emotional Christmas ads.
Well, that one about the hot chocolate basically teaches socialism because there she is,
right.
Cutthroat business capitalism. She should have run the other one out of out of the whole business, the whole neighborhood. This is my neighborhood now, not yours.
That's
but
right.
then again, she props up a losing business.
Yeah, she have held her face down in the snow as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. But again, I don't.
This is my corner.
Merry Christmas, bitch. I'll cut you.
Yeah, I'll cut you.
Two Girl Scouts don't come to a knife fight. You know what else I just thought? I just thought of this. I think I've only seen one Salvation Army kettle.
Oh, I saw one down the street there, on Delk Road, the Kroger there. Oh, I forgot to tell you this yesterday. So I came out and I saw it there, but no one was standing there. Yeah. So I got to my car and looked back, and there she was. She was ringing the bell. And I said, well, okay, at least once a year. Yeah. So I went up there and put some money in, and she goes, thank you. And I said, Merry Christmas. Nothing.
Oh, my God. She afraid
have
to
they
say
been
it
told
back.
not to say Merry Christmas now?
Oh, my, I'll bet they have.
Because they went woke a few years ago. Remember that when Salvation Army was running their mouth about politics? It was like, okay,
and nobody gave them any money. Yeah, they stopped getting money. Yeah. Oh well, that
or maybe she just figure. Maybe she just
being didn't want to start anything. I don't know. I mean, who knows?
Now I feel bad for going back and juggling the jug around until I got my money back.
It reminds me of was it George Costanza who goes up there to the tip jar and he's going to leave it. He wants to put in a $5 bill and take a couple back, but the guy didn't see him put the 5 in. All he saw was taking the couple back on stealing from the tip jar.
Well, there's that old joke about the guy who goes to Mass or the praise because he needs some money,
and then
all of a sudden this plate of money comes around.
So he hands.
God provides.
Thank you, Lord. There's a whole bucket. Oh my God, the basket full. Oh, mercy. Anyway, Carapane Flounder, how's it going? 404-741-1230. 741-123-0. Let's see. We got Christmas bits. We got Holy Crap at Sports. And kudos to the Donald Trump and the economy. Holy moly. And by the way, for the record, we'll talk about this a little later on. And then I have a quiz for you coming up right after a break here shortly. Remember, when we're talking about the economy, you can compare the economy under the last administration and the economy under this administration. But remember, we're not talking about the difference between Democrats and Republicans. We're talking about the difference between Democrats and Donald Trump. Everything that's happened has been because of Donald Trump. As you know, the fractured Republican Party hasn't supported him when they should have all along from the big bad bill on. Right. And so, the kudos have to go to Donald Trump. The GDP higher than they've been years. I mean, everything. Gas prices under $3 first time, and one thing after another. It's all coming together, and it's all Donald Trump. as much as you don't like the guy personally or whatever, it's Trump who did it. It's Trump who's making it happen, despite the fighting from his own party and everybody in the Democrat Party. Well, what an accomplishment, really.
When does high test get below $3 is what I'd like to know.
Well, and again, by the way, it might even get worse because these figures are for the month before the shutdown. And then the Democrat, Pelosi and Schumer shutdown is going to screw these figures up for the next figures that come out. But still, this was a hell of an accomplishment. And so, it's coming.
Well, now we know why he did. Now we know why they did it, why they shut down the government, because they knew this was coming.
That's right, to hurt him. Yep, that's right. Exactly right. But it won't work because by next election time, this could be. And again, he promises big bonuses. And we'll see. We'll see. I think it's good news ahead. Anyway, Kipper Pete and Flounder, 313. Coming up, something happened to a police chase in Ohio. And then I'm going to ask you a question of what would you do if it happened to your family. 313, Kipper Pete and Flounder. It's Christmas almost there. Look out.
Stream Atlanta's only conservative voice anywhere you go with the Extra 106.3 app. Now equipped with Apple CarPlay. That means you'll always have Extra's crystal clear HD stream right on your dashboard no matter where you are. Download the all-new Extra 106.3 app now and start streaming.
Atlanta's Mark from Atlanta Safe House. What is one thing that's worse than voting for a woke Democrat? Answer, leaving your hard-earned valuables unprotected from fire and theft. And during the holidays, thefts and gang activity increase. So don't leave your stuff unprotected. And with rebates through the end of the year, there's no better time than to visit Atlanta Safe House and select a quality safe to protect your stuff. Our brands include Browning, Champion, and Fort Knox. So drop by the showroom or go to atlantasafehouse.com. That's atlantasafehouse.com.
The year-end rush is on at Mike Patton Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in LaGrange. Now through December 20th only, when you get any new or pre-owned Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram, you get a choice. A $500 Visa gift card, or we'll make your first payment. Shop hundreds of vehicles right now at MikePattonAuto.com with clear, transparent pricing and fast, no-hassle buying. Get to Mike Patton Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Lafayette Parkway or start shopping now at MikePattonAuto.com. Drive a little, save a lot. MikePattonAuto.com.
Most exterior remodelers last 4 years. Year 7, your warranty is worthless. Hey, it's Tug for Southern Exteriors. They've served Atlanta homeowners for 26 years, and they'll be here for the next 26 years. Every warranty comes with real peace of mind because we'll still be here to honor it, unlike those other businesses. For siding, roofing, gutters, windows, and doors, call 877-9-SOUTHERN, 877-9-SOUTHERN, or visit southernexteriors.co, southernexteriors.co.
Faith, family, freedom. These are the cornerstones of America and the foundation for a successful life. But today, all three are under attack. Crushing debt, out-of-control spending, and reckless policies in Washington are threatening your savings, your retirement, and your future. Hi, this is Glenn Beck. The only financial advisory firm I recommend in Atlanta is Nicholas Wealth Management. David Nicholas and his team believe protecting your money is about more than wealth. It's about defending your faith, your family, and your freedom. If your hard-earned retirement is left exposed to market chaos, higher taxes, or inflation, what happens to the life you've worked so hard to build? For over 20 years, David Nicholas has helped families right here in Atlanta fight back with retirement strategies built to better withstand uncertainty. Call Nicholas Wealth Management today, 404-890-5606, or visit nicholaswealth.com. Aim to safeguard your future today.
Nicholas Wealth is an independent financial services firm that uses a variety of different investment strategies. Glenn Beck is not a client and is paid for his endorsement.
It's midnight and the phone rings. It's a loved one calling from jail. They had a little too much fun at the holiday party and got pulled over. Now what? Time to call A Second Chance Bail Bonds. A Second Chance will get your loved one home quickly. For 20 years, they've been helping folks with 12 locations across Metro Atlanta and Birmingham and are available 24/7. For fast, professional, discreet services, call 404-BAILOUT. That's 404-BAILOUT or visit atlbail.com. A Second Chance Bail Bonds. It's better to know us and not need us than need us and not know us.
Hi, it's Los, here with Tom Mitchell, the honest car guy. Tom, you are changing the way people are buying their next pre-owned car or truck. How are you doing it?
You know, Lowe's, we found a better way for customers to buy a car. An honest way, a very transparent way. You pay what we pay plus our honest fee.
How do you prove that?
We even prove it to you by giving you a copy of the bill of sale at the end of the deal.
How much can people save when they buy their next vehicle with the Honest Car Guy?
I've saved people upwards of $20,000 and $30,000. I mean, it really depends on the year, the make, the model of the car, and the price of the car. You know, on a $15,000 car, I can't save you $20,000. We can probably save you $2,000 or $3,000. But it's through the course of the whole sale. The big one here that people don't realize, the financing. You go into the dealership, they tell you your rate's 9%. Well, really, it's probably 7% because they're allowed to make 2 points on there. The Honest Car Guy, you'll save an average of $5,000 to $10,000 depending on the price of the car.
Folks, if you want to save thousands on your next pre-owned car or truck, try the Honest Car Guy. Call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME1 or honestcarguy.com.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
There we go. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder on your Tuesday. It's almost Christmas. 106.3. It was on this day in 2013. The Mail reported that documents they got from the Cabinet Office by the Freedom of Information Act showed that George Harrison, on this day in 2013, it turned out that when he died in 2001, before that, he had turned down the chance to be included in the New Year's honors list of the year 2000. It was recommended by the Department of Culture, Media, and Sport, who said George Harrison should be recognized for his contribution to the music industry. He was a member of a band, they said, that many people would say is the best thing that Britain has ever produced, and possibly the best in the world, the Beatles. What a time the 60s was. Wow. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder Hyde on 320. And our birthday list includes Harry Shearer. Spinal Tap, Mighty Wind for your consideration. Waiting for Guffman, all those things with those guys. Harry Shearer is 82, and I guess he's kind of the jerk of the group.
Yeah, he's got a rep. Yeah.
He's kind of, I don't know much about him, but I keep hearing that he's sort of a difficult fellow to be around or be with. Let's see. Oh, Mr. Phone here kind of scarfed my farf here. Oh, that's not it. Hold on. Here we go. Was on this day in history. This is a very important day, and you've heard our version of it, which we may even play again later on today, and during the 5 o'clock hour, because I think we played it in the 4 o'clock hour yesterday. The actual, on this day in 1823, A Visit from St. Nicholas is published by the Troy Sentinel newspaper in New York. The author was anonymous. Arguably called the best-known verses ever written, it would shape the modern image of Santa Claus as a right jolly old elf who travels through the air in a reindeer-powered sleigh on Christmas Eve, bounding down chimneys after children are asleep to leave them holiday gifts. Referred to as the night before Christmas, or 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, in reference to the opening lines, the playful poem tells the story of a family settling in on Christmas Eve before the parents are awakened by the sounds of St. Nick and his reindeer clattering onto their roof. The poem, written in the galloping rhythm of anapestic tetrameter, solidified the iconic image of Santa Claus as the jovial, big-bellied gift giver we know today. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry his cheeks. You see the thing at the styling of the poem. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. He had a broad face and a round little belly, and he shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. You see, it really was a beautiful style, and I didn't know there was a specific thing called that, but there sure is. It reintroduced St. Nicholas the 4th century patron saint of children, to a wider audience. He had faded into obscurity, known barely in America by anything other than old Dutch communities. In the Netherlands, kids would traditionally leave their shoes out on the night of December 5th for Sinterklaas, hoping he would fill them with candy and not a lump of coal. Yet, while the poem elevated Santa to ubiquity, its author remained a mystery for many years. It wasn't until nearly 20 years later, in 1844, American writer Clement Clark Moore claimed ownership and authorship after seeing the poem misattributed in the Washington National Intelligencer. Moore took credit, claiming to have authored some lines describing a visit from St. Nicholas, which I wrote many years ago, not for publication, but to amuse my children. Wow.
The Dutch also were looking out for Black Pete.
Black Pete. Now, I've heard that name, but I don't know anything about it. What's the story of Black Pete?
It's basically a guy in blackface or a young African that helps Santa Claus sometimes with the kids and sometimes not.
Oh, my goodness. Well, he was like a naughty little elf kind of deal, or possible?
They still do it. They still used to look it up. It's people. It's Dutch people in blackface.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Well, I love it. 3:24. Now, Flounder, should we do a little Christmas bit here? And then after the break, we got something real special coming up that I'm going to get in trouble for because I've stole an audition. Anyway, but first of all, Flounder, a little something for Christmas here, little boys. Here we go. There you go. Dun, 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 dun. There you go, a little Christmas time. It's a little boy growing up in the Northeast, man, in snow country. It was always a treat, and we'd go outside, and my father had would make a skating rink out in our backyard by tamping down the snow and then watering it every night, a couple times a night, to get up in the middle of the night to ice down the skating rink he made in our backyard. The whole neighborhood kids would show up for that stuff. But we always had snow and cold and snow boots and snow shoes and snow clothes and
mucklucks,
scarves and gloves and mittens and have little cord on them so you don't lose them in your. Oh man, it just everything. No matter what you did, it was a project. If you wanted to go to the store, all right, kids, get your mittens, get your thing, get your boots, get your stuff, it was a thing. Everything was just anyway. Now, let me ask you, I got a story here for you. Tell me what you think about this. In Ohio, the other day, 3 youngsters decided they were at the store, and apparently one of the youngsters would later testify. He said they were at a store together, spotted a vehicle, and one kid said, something came over my body. I couldn't control it. I needed to take that car. So the guys jumped in the car, and then the police saw them and tried to pull them over. They ran from the cops, crashed into some kind of a gate, and the whole thing just stopped right there when a license plate reader alerted the police in this place in Newburgh Heights, Ohio, that this car was stolen. And they fled. They crashed into a home. The kids were not particularly hurt. 2 of them fled on foot. One of them was right there. They all got caught. And one of the boys is seen and heard saying, I'm sorry, can you call my mom? The other guy says, oh, we're going to jail. Oh, my God. And then the cop says, well, you're stealing cars. What the hell's wrong with you? Did I mention the ages of these boys? 12, 8, and the car driver was 11. Okay? First of all, what the hell is an 8, 11, and 12-year-old going to the store by themselves? This happened during the day, but still. Anyway, and so the cops said, what's wrong with you people? And they went to the store. They just couldn't help themselves. And now they're worried about how it's going to affect their holiday. The cops said all 3 boys stated they know right from wrong, admitted what they did was wrong. While in our custody, they were also concerned about how this would affect Santa Claus coming to bring them presents.
Yeah.
They were released to their parents and guardians. Okay, you get a phone call from the local police department that your 11-year-old or 12-year-old or 8-year-old was involved in a car theft and running from the cops and crashing a stolen car. How do you handle Christmas with your son?
Gone.
No, I'm serious. Do you make him stay in his room for Christmas? Do you burn
I'm
his
serious. No Christmas. No.
Flounder. Now, I mean, of course, I'm talking to two guys who have never been fathers, but still, you have children, you've been children. Thinking, Flounder, have any off the top of your head what you'd do in a case like that? Car thieves and stealing and wrecking a car, 8, 11, and 12. What would you do with them for Christmas? If that's your kid.
Let them stay in jail.
No, they
Here's
were
what
released.
You do.
They were all released.
You tell them, if you're good until your birthday, I'll think about giving you your Christmas presents. But if you do anything between now and your birthday, nope.
This is one of those things. I'll tell you, there are things that happen as a parent during your life at different ages where something like this comes up.
You can't give them reward them after they did something that broke. I mean, they broke a law.
Yeah. I mean, this is serious. Stealing a car, running from the cops. The worst part is running from the cops, in my opinion, actually.
Could have killed somebody.
Yeah. Going on a chase, being chased by the cops through the... I mean, that's the worst thing.
And you got to find out which kid was the ringleader, whose idea was it, and that kid is gone.
Yeah.
That kid is not... Your kid's not ever talking to that kid again.
Well, the 11-year-old was a driver, I assume. That's how I got in trouble on Cape Cod when I was working at a summer camp. And we had a car. We had a car with no plates on it. Three of us, and we ran out of gas. We pushed it into the woods and went into town. And we walked back to where the car was, and I was carrying the 5-gallon gas can. That thing was heavy. And we got back to the car and I said, "Hell, I carried the can. I'm driving the car." We drive around the corner. Whoop, whoop, it's over. We all go to jail. So, but because I wanted to be the driver, so I assumed the 11-year-old driver was the ringleader, because I was, and that's how I got caught. Anyway, and I'm the one who lost my license for a year too. The other two guys, nothing happened to them. Oh my God, holly jolly, all right. Anyway, what would you do? What would you do to your kid? Anyway, just a thing. Anyway, happy New Year, Merry Christmas. Join us if you like. Kipper, Pete, and Flounder right up till 6 o'clock. Look out.
Extra 106.3 is connected to the Atlanta community with the local officials and candidates that share your values, plus the national perspective from the most trusted name in news like Glenn Beck, Clay Travis, Buck Sexton, and Atlanta's own Neil Boards. Proud to be the conservative voice of Atlanta. Extra 106.3 FM and the Extra app.
Get a great deal on a new Subaru and give back. It's really that easy. For every new Subaru bought or leased during the Subaru Share the Love event, Subaru of Gwinnett will make a donation to national and local charities that our owners care about. The Subaru Share the Love event has supported more than 2,700 hometown charities, and by the end of our 18th year, Subaru and retailers like Subaru of Gwinnett will have donated more than $350 million to charity. It's the reason why we say Subaru of Gwinnett is more than a car dealer. We always go the extra mile for our community, and during the 2025 Subaru Share the Love event, you get a great vehicle and support a great cause. With every new Subaru purchased or leased, Subaru will donate $250 to your choice of charities. Additionally, for every Subaru vehicle routine visit during the Subaru Share the Love event, Subaru of Gwinnett will donate $5 to our hometown charity. But it's only happening now through January 2nd, so hurry in to Subaru of Gwinnett, Satellite Boulevard in Duluth, and online at SubaruofGwinnett.com.
Hey, this is Matt from East Cobb. We basically bought our house from our in-laws. It was my wife's childhood home. One of the issues that we've had when we first moved in was our dog and our backyard. It was extremely shaded, could never grow grass back there. We resodded it twice. So ATL Turf Co. did an amazing job with our backyard transformation. They basically created a miniature golf hole. We have a miniature fairway. We also have a miniature little putting green. consists of about 4 holes, total about 40 yards. So you can definitely work on your short game and your putting. After that transformation that ATL Turf Co. did for us, my father-in-law came and saw his house the way it looked after the fact of we had a putting green and a miniature golf course. Sure enough, he did the same thing with ATL Turf Co. He has a beautiful backyard, wonderful stonework, drainage, and a beautiful practice area for chipping and putting. Check him out online at atlturfco.com.
Hey, it's a Kimmer, and this might be the best home improvement deal I've ever seen. My buddy Jeff at Peach State Windows, family-owned in Georgia for 50-plus years, offering 8 premium Energy Star double-hung windows fully installed for just $39.95. Wait a minute, top-tier windows built for Georgia weather, save energy, and with 0% financing for 12 months, you finally stop putting it off. Go to peachstatewindows.com or call 770-485-8011. The pros at Peach State make the uglies go away.
Hey, Braves fans, sometimes life throws you a knee-buckling curveball. That's when Truist One Checking steps up to the plate. If you're behind in the count, you won't have to worry about overdraft fees. Plus, eligible clients enjoy a balance buffer for some extra cushion. You'll get a convenient mobile app to keep an eye on things and access to thousands of Truist ATMs. Be ready every inning with Truist One Checking. It's life-ready checking that grows with you. Get Truist One Checking today. Truist Bank. Member FDIC.
For anyone who's ever wanted to learn to cook quality barbecue, Southern Thunder Barbecue School is offering a hands-on cooking school experience with training from award-winning barbecue grand champions. It's a fantastic holiday gift. Find out more at southernthunderbbq.com. That's southernthunderbbq.com.
Jaron Solomon here, and every year there's a new phone, a new tablet, a new trend, but some things never lose their value or their sparkle. This Christmas, make it unforgettable at Solomon Brothers Jewelers. You'll find gifts that sparkle as bright as the season, from our famous diamond studs to timeless tennis bracelets and trendy yellow gold necklaces starting at $9.99. It seems like every year, everything gets more expensive, except here. Our holiday gift guides make it easy to find the perfect piece, and with our low price guarantee and flexible financing, luxury has never been more accessible. This holiday season, choose timeless over temporary. Choose jewelry. Visit SolomonBrothers.com to explore the gift guides or book your private appointment today to further customize your shopping experience. Solomon Brothers, Atlanta's trusted Christmas destination for over 40 years.
Here we go now. Monster hit here. You can thank Clint Ballard Jr. Play The Game of Love. Clint Ballard Jr. wrote that song, The Game of Love. He passed away on this day in 2008. This was a huge hit for Wayne Fontana and the Mindbenders. Clint Ballard Jr. He also wrote You're No Good for Linda Ronstadt. And Clint Ballard Jr. also wrote songs recorded by the Hollies, Frankie Avalon, Ricky Nelson, the Zombies, Jan and Dean. Dun bum dun dum bum. Anyway, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder here. And happy, what you got there, Flounder? A little something there?
Yeah, we got John in Marietta. He has a story about getting arrested as a kid.
Oh, excellent. Hey, John in Marietta, Merry Christmas in advance. How's it going, man? What'd you do?
How's it going, Kimmer? I grew up in Long Island on New York, next to a guy that had a bus company, and he used to bring buses home when I was 12. I'm 64 now. Yeah. And when I used to send me out when I worked for him, driving buses when I was 14 without a license, and he sent me to my own school to pick up a group of guys. And I'm like, I can't go to my own school. They know me there. And the guy's 14. Like, oh, it's not that far. You're okay. You're fine. So I think I was at a light revving the engine because it was the old, 3 feet on the floor. And I got picked up. They let me go. My dad found out, but not for, a couple of weeks later. And, he'd wake me up early morning. Hey, how's everything going? Pretty good. How's bus driving going? What? And this thing was on the floor.
Oh, man. What did he do? Would you do anything to you, or would you think it's pretty funny?
He beat the crap out of me for about a half hour.
Oh, my. Well,
that's 6 in the morning. But I grew up. So, my son's 38. I took him back to New York. We go back and visit that family. The man is dead, the owner, but his wife's alive. And she's like, I walk in the door. she's crying. I'm crying. She goes, I remember when your dad, used to drive buses with my son when they were 12.
Oh,
my son never believed me. He thought I was lying.
Oh, that's hysterical. I've never heard. Oh my! I've never heard of that. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Who taught you how to drive a bus?
The guy did in his driveway. We used to drive around the neighborhood. I lived in Long Island.
Oh, man.
We just drive around the neighborhood. We were 12, and
holy cow!
I don't know. So I'm 65, 64. I still got my CDL. I drive for schools and stuff. Still, I'm a teacher, but I still have my CDL.
I'll
all
be
these years
darned.
later.
Outstanding. Well, listen, great story, man. Have a great Christmas. Thanks. I really appreciate it. Very cool. 337, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder here. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm a little nervous about this because I know I'm going to get in trouble because I did something wrong. I took something I had no right to get, but it took me some shenanigans. But I have been lucky enough to get a hold of an audition tape from a guy named Andy, who may not be known to you, but to Dickey Broadcasting, by golly. Andy is a programmer extraordinaire. Andy was brought in mostly to straighten out those 680, but Andy was brought in as a new programmer. Well, no, we're all, one family thing here. But Andy was brought in as a programmer to kind of make sure we're all on the right track here at Dickey Broadcasting. And somebody told me, and I found out and had to do some investigating here, and I've come across and gotten a hold of an audition tape that Andy actually sent to Morehouse College when they offered him his music scholarship. He was a specialist in vibrato and octave enhancement. And you're about to hear Andy's audition tape for his music scholarship to Morehouse College. This is many, many, many years ago. And I'm a little embarrassed because he doesn't know I have it, and I'm not supposed to have it, so I hope I don't get in trouble. But we present to you now Dickey Broadcasting, Director of Programming. His name is Andy. Audition tape for Morehouse College. This performance, I don't think you'll ever forget. Flounder, if you will, sir. Andy from Dickey Broadcasting. It's right here, right now. If you could only hit the button there, it'd be good. Andy's tape for Dickey Broadcasting.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's.
It has a certain breathiness at the beginning here. He starts to build. You'll do it.
Long lay the world in sin and error high, till he appeared, and the soul felt its worth.
Start to pick up steam here pretty quickly.
A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoicing.
It's gonna hit.
For yonder breaks
really starting to build here now.
A new and glorious morn.
It's Andy from Dickey.
On your knees.
It's a holy night.
Oh, hear the angels' voices.
It's Andy.
Divine, oh night.
Gotta bring it back down now.
When Christ was born.
Get the full vibrato for the chorus of the assessment. Now here it's building. Here we go now. How does he do it? How can he do this? Oh my! Oh no! Surely he can't do it. Oh yeah, well, I hit those notes. I just. Such a tribute to our dear Savior's birth. Can he do it? Can he pull it off? Oh my God! Andy. Oh man. Oh. Boy.
You know it was divine.
Always bringing it back home. Andy from Dickey Broadcasting.
You took that off his desk, didn't you?
I did. Thank God he doesn't listen to this show.
That's true.
Yes, he knows. Knows better. But 342.
Keep poking the bear.
Well, they told me you got a new program, Dirk. I said, oh, yeah? So what? What's that got to do with me? Vietnam's over. I can't, get my uniform still fit in it, but that's not going to do anything. What's the problem? What are you going to do to me now? Anyway, 343. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. Oh, what do you got there, Flounder?
We have Mark on the line, and I guess he has some information on who did the Redneck Christmas.
Excellent. Mark, you're on the radio, man. Help us out. What's up?
Well, first I want to say there's a lot of phone calls I've listened to or other skits, and I'm like, man, I'm glad I didn't have to follow that. This is not one of those times.
No.
Anyway, by the way, Pete, I drove through the mountains of Macon on my way to Hiawassee Friday.
Excellent.
And thought about listening to it, and then I thought, no. I bet my wife of 43 years would probably want me to talk to her instead of listening to that.
That's always a good idea. Yes, yeah, you're right again, dear.
That's right. Redneck Christmas. Was it not a guy named Larry from Hiram that did that?
That sounds familiar. From Hey Hira. I remember you saying Hey Hira because what we used to call it.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
Okay, well, he would call in like on the days, most days when the show topics got kind of silly and say, oh, great topics you're talking about.
I remember that.
I'm pretty sure it was somebody from Hiram. I'm wanting to say Larry from Hiram.
I'll bet that's right. I think that's absolutely right, Mark. I think you're right. What a job, Julie.
All you Paulding County folks, help us out. There.
Outstanding. Hey, Mark, Semper Fi, my friend, and Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to all y'all.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. What a nice thing. Drugs the night before. I mean, it's a great. In fact, we'll play it again. I think we played it in the 4 o'clock hour yesterday. So maybe we'll do it late in the show, or did we end with? No, we didn't. Did we end? We didn't. Oh no, we did a rainy day for the end of the show yesterday. We'll do it later on again today. We'll play a whole bunch of stuff. Anyway, 3:45 already. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. 404-741-1230. If you'd like to join us, and why not? What the heck? It's almost Christmas. All right, look out. Here we go.
Extra 106.3 app is your live connection to the station, streaming free across Georgia. But it's also loaded with all our original shows and podcasts. Listen to exclusive shows from Janelle King, Ben Burnett, and so many more. Grab the Extra 106.3 app now and start streaming.
With the holiday season upon us, convenience is king. At RBM of Atlanta, we embody this definition. Convenience is our middle name. Meet the RBM of Atlanta Mercedes-Benz pickup and delivery service. It gives you back time and money. Does your Mercedes-Benz need service? If so, we'll pick up your vehicle that's requiring service from your home or office and bring it back to our dealership for those services. And once the services have been complete, we'll bring your Mercedes-Benz back to you. With over 100 appointments available every weekday, over 50 appointments on Saturdays, and more than 200 courtesy vehicles in our fleet, we're here to serve. We'll work around your schedule. We're here to save you time, energy, and money. RBM of Atlanta is a J.D. Power 2025 Diamond Dealer of Excellence for the customer sales experience. And we're proud to be Atlanta's Mercedes-Benz connection since 1964. Pickup and delivery service restrictions do apply. Ask your service coordinator or service advisor at RBM of Atlanta for details.
Are you looking for health insurance? Georgia's got you covered. Georgia Access is our state's marketplace where you can compare, apply, and enroll for health insurance plans that offer the best value for your needs. Open enrollment is happening now. Visit georgiaaccess.gov today and choose the plan that's right for you. I'm Insurance Commissioner John King, and I'm proud to bring you health insurance for Georgia by Georgia.
You've worked hard to save, and many even have a financial advisor. But is your portfolio as efficient as it can be? I'm here today with Evan Ward of Atlas Retirement, where our listeners can get a second opinion on their retirement savings. So, Evan, tell folks the biggest benefits of getting that second look.
Well, it's clarity. It's confidence. And I had a client come in the other day, and she thought, and she is, exceptionally conservative financially. And that's the way she had told her financial advisor to investors. She thought she was paying very little in fees. We came into the full review of her portfolio. She was taking a great deal of risk, so much so that she, in a good market, was down like 15, 20%. But then the thing that really put her over the top, the thing that she had no idea is she was paying about 4.5% a year in fees. It was an outrageous kick in the teeth to her. But the good news is there are ways to fix that problem pretty quickly and get you in line with what you actually thought you had.
Second opinions obviously are important, Evan, and as is reviewing what you have in place, right? You don't want to set it and forget it. You don't want to put a retirement plan together and just think, okay, now I'm good for the future, right?
Well, the way I view retirement and retirement plans is they're living, breathing things. Because the one thing I can promise you, I can promise me, and I can promise every single person that walks in our office is life will throw you curveballs. Things will change, and we've got to adapt with them. So if we aren't having annual reviews, and as you get closer to retirement, even more so, we have to adapt and build from there.
If you'd like a second opinion when it comes to your savings and investments, call Atlas Retirement for a complimentary second opinion today. That number is 678-736-7799. That's 678-736-7799. Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor.
When I first started using a CPAP, getting supplies and equipment was a horrible hassle. It pretty much stayed that way until I discovered CPAPs, etc.com. Same-day shipping on anything you might need, including travel CPAPs, hoses, masks, you name it. Same-day shipping. CPAPsETC.com or visit their store in Alpharetta. So easy, and you could be preserving your health and saving your life.
Need advice on getting things fixed up around the house? No matter how big or small that project is, we've got your answers. Listen to us on the All Four Seasons Home Show presented by the Trusted Toolbox. Join Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons Garage Entry Doors and Windows, and me, Chris Lalamia, your favorite handyman from the Trusted Toolbox, as we tackle all the issues, fixes, and honeydew projects around your home. Join us every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. or grab the podcast anytime on the Extra 106.3 app.
Atlanta Braves single game tickets for the 2026 season are now on sale. Get your tickets for some exciting matchups next season and check out some fan favorite ticket packages like Hello Kitty, SpongeBob, Snoopy, and Father's Day Catch on the Field. Plus, snag the first giveaway of the season, the Drake Baldwin Rookie of the Year bobblehead on March 31st, presented by Coca-Cola. Visit Braves.com/promos to get your tickets. Atlanta Braves baseball. We are Braves country.
I got a Phil Collins song on my Magic Music stick. I forgot which one it is. It's a little too sad to play sometimes, but I like it. Anyway, Phil Collins. Here we go. 1989, Phil started 4 weeks at number 1 in America with Another Day in Paradise. His 7th solo number 1 in America, taken from his number 1 album, But Seriously, Another Day in Paradise. It was written to bring attention to the problem of homelessness. Okie dokie. Phil Collins. To the phones, taking priority. It's Rick the Painter. It's Rick the Painter. That's almost Christmas. Rick the Painter, how's it going, man? What's up, sir?
Hey, Brother Kimmer.
Yeah.
Hey, man, just to remind you, I called about the Redneck Christmas guy. He called you. You reached out back years when he called in and did this.
Yeah.
You reached out and said, hey, man, when you called in, he actually called in. I remember he is from North Georgia. His name is Tony.
Tony?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And he was a painter. He said he was a painter because I remember him calling in.
Yeah,
blah
Tony-
blah blah. Anyway,
Tony
just to remind you,
the painter.
that's who he is.
Yeah, okay,
And he
no.
is, hey, okay.
Yeah,
But anyway,
excellent.
Well, Merry Christmas. What do you call a cow with no legs?
All right, hold on. I'm writing down Tony the painter. Okay, a cow with no legs. What do you call him? It doesn't matter. He ain't
Ground
coming.
beef. Ground beef.
Ground beef, ladies and gentlemen. No legs, so the ground where the so in other words, his belly. There's no leg to keep the ground. Is where the oh man, wow, woo. Oh Lordy.
Did you know that statistically, 6 out of 7 dwarfs are not happy?
6 out of 7 dwarfs are not happy. Wow. I wonder what are the other? I don't know. What does that mean? Are not happy. I guess sleazy, dopey, happy. Oh, I got you.
That one went around the room
I
there.
went right through everything about bang, poo, pow. Are not happy, ladies and gentlemen. Well, duh. Yeah. All right, that's all.
Why?
Yeah. Running right now. Anyway, Kimber, Pete, and Flounder, how's it going? 404-741-1230. 741-123 and also 0. And we do have newsy stuff. I really don't even really feel like anything. It's it's almost Christmas. I almost can't believe it. Really,
We could just play music between now and 6.
Well, as far as I'm concerned.
No one else is. We're the last men standing.
Yeah, well, Mr. Dickey's here, and so and so then a couple of that sales guy who's always here is here. He's always here. The guy in the white shirt and the glasses, he's always here, and working hard as we would. Kimber, Pete, and Flounder. 404-741-1230. Okay, Donald Trump has reacted. There's another batch of Jeffrey Epstein from the Clinton files. And frankly, it's getting a little silly, and that's all that's being fed down the news now is more Epstein documents with a warning about Trump allegations. Apparently, one of them is that there's a letter that Jeffrey Epstein wrote to the pervert who was molesting all the Olympic girl athletes, Larry Nassar, and they were communicating, and apparently Epstein wrote a letter to Larry Nassar saying, "Boy, we got a lot of ththese hot little girls here, and I sure know our president likes young girls," or something like that. He just put it in a sentence. So therefore, oh my God, Donald Trump was here, but there's apparently no other evidence of any kind other than maybe Epstein was referring to the fact that Donald Trump, when Epstein worked for was at Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago and tried to steal Virginia Jeffrey to get working for him, that he may have said, oh boy, Donald Trump hires a lot of good looking young women, so he probably likes a lot of young, so duh, that doesn't mean anything. So they had to say, well, that's the problem with these files. If there's no perspective in it, all we want to know is if there were grown men having sex with young age girls underage and they were committing a crime. That's all that really matters. If there was blackmail involved, if there was international intrigue involved, international spying involved, stuff like that. Other than that, anything that's about who was on a plane or who was in a picture doesn't really count. Other than Bill Clinton is up to his neck in it. Anyway.
And other places.
Yeah. And also, in fact, I got a little thing here on my a little update on the phone. And today, and again, I didn't even print most of this part of the story because it's just too freaking creepy. But formerly Prince Andrew, now simply Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, apparently, after it was all known what a slime bag these people were, Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein, after everybody knew about it, Andrew, the former prince, communicated with Ghislaine Maxwell asking her if she had found some more, quote, new inappropriate friends for him to play with, young girls. And in fact, she replied basically no, which is amazing. So this guy, former Prince Andrew, it's even worse. Almost every day there's something new that's come out about Prince Andrew's duplicity and depravity and just creepy behavior. God, I mean, just skin crawling.
But he was just born in the wrong time. Royals have been doing that for
that's true.
1,000 years or more.
Yeah,
and he got caught because he born in a different time.
It's just
he's a piece of you know what.
And Donald Trump is even saying lay off this stuff on Bill Clinton. He says those embarrassing photos of a half-naked Clinton swimming with Jeffrey's madam. And Trump says, I don't like the pictures. They shouldn't be doing that of other people. It's a terrible thing. He said it probably being exposed of other people that innocently met Jeffrey Epstein years ago wouldn't have anything to do with anything.
So he felt more sorry for Bill Clinton than Rob Ryder.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is interesting.
Isn't that amazing?
Have you seen the memes? The Bill floating in the hot tub, floating on his back.
No.
And they have Michelle Obama in one of them. They have Barack in another one on top of him.
I wonder what Bill Gates was up to all those times.
He's a creepy little
man. Even his wife the other day said, I can't even talk about it. You'll have to address all this with him, but it was too much for her to deal with.
Yeah. She left the richest man in the world at the time because he's such a creep.
Of course, now she's the second richest person in the world, so she came out okay, but or the third, I guess, and after Musk.
Third, I guess Musk is
number one.
Musk is up there, and there's another guy. Who was the other one I was just saying? Larry something?
Oh, I know who you mean. Not Ellison.
Maybe Ellison. It may be Ellison.
I think that's a Minnesota Attorney General who just got caught.
That's Keith Ellison.
Oh, Keith. Yeah, I think I think that might be Larry.
Bezos.
Oh, God, I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, Flounder, we got a little Flounder's funny back there. I'll bet you got a little something.
Every Christmas, there's that argument that people have every Christmas. Should you say Happy Holidays or Merry Christmas, right? Because some people say you should be inclusive and say Happy Holidays. But I don't really, if somebody says to me Merry Christmas, to be honest with you, as a Jew, it doesn't bother me. It'd be a lot worse if they took one look at me and said Happy Hanukkah. That I wouldn't like, Because that happened to me last year at Banana Republic. I was like, well, why are you saying Happy Hanukkah? He was like, well, you seem Jewish to me.
Uh-oh.
I'm like, well, you shouldn't stereotype. Anyway, you got any good deals today? What do you got on special?
What's your best price? My mother, when she had her antique shops as a hobby, she'd say, and I used to be there in summertime when I was home, I'd go in to watch what she was just sitting around there admiring all her furniture because she wouldn't sell it. She hated to sell it because it was all beautiful Shaker furniture anyway. And every time they come in and say, what's your best price on that? She'd say, you're looking at it. It's a little tag there. It was unbelievable.
This isn't a bazaar in Syria.
It's a little number there. That's pretty much. And I was mentioning, we were talking about Elon Musk. Apparently, Elon Musk will soon likely become the world's first trillionaire.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
He didn't start Tesla? He kind of joined it after it was gone.
Yeah, really? Wow. I tell you, what a time. Anyway, Kimber Pete Flounder, 404-741-1230, 1230. If you'd like to join us, we're off the next couple of days. Merry Christmas in advance, right up till 6. 106.3. How you doing? There we go.
WFOM and W292 EV Marietta, a Dickey Broadcasting Station. This hour is presented by Atlanta Safe House.
Another release. I'm Paul Stevens, Fox News. President Trump's name comes up several times in the latest batch of Epstein files.
In a statement attached to the latest release, the Justice Department says some of the documents contain untrue and sensationalist claims made against President Trump, but they are being released as legally required. The documents include a letter to convicted sex offender Larry Nassar, allegedly written by Jeffrey Epstein, referencing our president. The FBI had requested handwriting analysis of that letter. There was also a document from 2020 from a federal prosecutor indicating President Trump flew on Epstein's private plane several times in the 1990s. A batch of documents released last week includes several photographs of former President Bill Clinton with Epstein. In Washington, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
Multiple evacuation orders already issued ahead of heavy rains and wind and flooding expected in California.
LA County Supervisor Hilda Solis warned residents.
An atmospheric river is expected to deliver up to 10 inches of rain across Los Angeles County.
Multiple roads, especially around the Palisades area, are closed. Officials acknowledged the Christmas holiday, but asked people to try to avoid unnecessary driving.
And that is Fox's Jessica Rosenthal. A strong economic indicator released earlier today.
The official scorecard of the economy, the gross domestic product, grew at a much faster than expected pace in the third quarter, 4.3%, the highest since the same period in 2023. The economy, though, is unlikely to match that pace in the closing months of 2025 due partly to the government shutdown.
And that is Fox's Lillian Wu. On Wall Street, stocks finishing higher, the Dow closing up about 79 or so points, about 0.2%. America's listening to Fox News.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com, because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/Mike.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-486-9600. That's 800-486-9600.
Tell me about it. There we go. Breaking the law. Ba, 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 ba. Judas Priest, man. Oh, sorry. See what I did there? 1985, Judas Priest fans Raymond Belknap and James Vance shot themselves after listening to the Judas Priest album Stained Glass. A stained class, actually. They were drinking beer, smoking weed, listened to hours of the album. They took a shotgun to a nearby school playground. One guy shot and killed himself there. The other guy was injured but lived for 3 years before he died from the effects of the shooting because they somehow were crazy and disrespectful for their own freaking gift of life. Losers. Shame, waste. Anyway, Kim, Pete, and Flounder, how's it going? Our birthday list includes a naughty Holly Madison. I remember the name, and I look at her picture. She's a blonde, attractive blonde woman, Holly Madison. But I remember I actually saw 2 of these, 2 episodes of there was some series on, I forgot which channel it was, of the Playmates murder series, or the story of the Playmate murders or something like that. And there were, the scandal of the Playmates who became some of these, whatever these Playmate series things were. And one of them starred this girl, Holly Madison. She was one of the Playmates, and she did The Girls Next Door, Playmate Mansion Living with Hugh Hefner kind of deal. And she's 46 years old. Happy birthday, Holly Madison. Anyway, there you go. And let's see, on this day in history... Oh, speaking of creepy things here, on this day in 1997, 62-year-old Academy Award-winning writer, director of Annie Hall and Hannah and Her Sisters and so many others, Woody Allen, at 62, marries his 27-year-old daughter, Soon-Yi Previn. Yes, the adopted daughter of his former wife, Mia Farrow, in a ceremony in Venice, Italy. The relationship became public, and, of course, the world went nuts, because, after all, she is his daughter. Apparently, Mia found some naked pictures. Woody was taking naked pictures of his daughter that they adopted, and that was no good, so that ended their relationship. Woody Allen, career, What's New Pussycat, 1965. What's Up Tiger Lily? He did Take the Money and Run, Sleeper with Diane Keaton, Annie Hall, which is a big, huge hit. Interiors, Manhattan, Broadway, Danny Rose, Purple Rose of Cairo, Hannah and Her Sisters, Misdemeanors, Husbands and Wives, Alice, Bullets Over Broadway, Mighty Aphrodite, Deconstructing Harry, Match Point, Vicky Cristina Barcelona. I mean, it's unbelievable. What a slimy, what a talent he is. And Play It Again, Sam. I mean, Rosemary's Baby. Including Diane Keaton. And
he didn't do Rosemary's Baby.
The credits to Mia Farrow. I was going to say, we were talking about Diane Keaton and Mia Farrow. Anyway, so that's what he married his daughter on this day. Anyway, Kim, Pete, and Flounder, how's it going? 406. And speaking of scumbags, I really don't understand. Again, it's Christmas times, and we're off the next couple of days. So if you'd like to join us over a Christmas thing or chat about your family stuff or want to say hi, we'd love to hear from you. 404-741-1230, 1230. And in the meantime, speaking of scumbags, I can't believe that Hunter Biden has been given any sort of credence as a public spokesman about anything. He's a scumbag. He's a bagman for the Biden family crime mob. His whole life has been a fake, has been a fraud, has been a cocaine and drug-addled whores and underage girls and international ring. I mean, this is just scummy, slimy, dirty, scummy, threatening people if they didn't do the right thing and come up with enough money for his daddy that he's got to pay the 10% off the top, threatening people if they don't give him enough money. What a slime bag. I mean, real dirty, rotten slime bag. And now he's being interviewed. He's on podcasts. And now he's saying, well, you know, we shouldn't have had all those immigrants coming in here illegally, draining our resources, being prioritized. This is Hunter Biden saying this.
He's running for office.
Draining our resources, being prioritized about people who are actually literal heroes still recovering from 20 years of endless wars. Hunter Biden feeling so bad for the heroes who aren't getting the things that the illegals are getting because of my father. Oh, golly.
Is he a felon?
Jeez. No, it can't be. Oh, no, actually, he is a convicted felon. That was, I believe that was a felony for the
So he can't run?
I don't think he can run for, well, now, you know. Well, he got pardoned.
That looks like... It sounds like a man about to run on the Biden name in Delaware, doesn't it?
It does. Yes, it does. Yes, it absolutely does. And, you know, he's showing up as though he's some respectable, you know, observer of past history.
Of events.
God, yeah. Well, golly, you were there, you know. Jeez. He talked about the bug out of Afghanistan was an obvious blanking failure. I think there was a better way to do it. I can blame it on the generals. I can blame it on other people for the way they did it. But my dad always knew that buck stops with him, you know, so, yeah. I can't blanking stand the way the Afghan withdrawal happened. Those heroes were good as so-and-so.
I'd vote for him on one condition.
Yeah.
He admits that was his cocaine.
Yeah, I admits everything. Admits, you know, the laptop and all the stuff and all the and stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. He also complained that his dad's skank wife, his step monster, the cuckold queen, was always saying she needed a bigger cut. This is Dr. Jill, needed a bigger cut to handle all those offshore accounts where they were hiding their money. You know, in fact, the last time when she caught his stash one time and chucked it out, and he said, "That's all the cocaine we had. That's all we had, Karen." Hunter was not treating his stepmommy very nicely. What a punk. I mean, what a dirty, rotten slime bag. I mean, yeah, he had to get pardoned because he's a bag man for the family. I mean, good Lord. And now he's trying to pretend he's some, you know, millions of dollars. He's a freaking victim. This is typical. This is typical Democrats and typical Biden family people that all of a sudden they're victims. And he's pulling it off. I'm millions of dollars in debt. How am I going to pay all this money? What am I going? Yeah, what'd you do? I mean, where'd it go? You got millions. The whole family got millions. And they get to keep it because no one can go after them because they all got pardoned. I mean, I can't believe it.
How much is his art going for these days on eBay?
I don't think it is. I think that's what happened. And again, obviously, it was, you know, the take was on where people were paying him hundreds of thousands of dollars just to give him the money. So, I mean, you know, and now nobody I don't think anybody wants to have anything to do with him. Although I think he is. I think politically, I think he thinks he's got a good future. I think he's going to do something. Lord. Anyway, I mean, it's just astounding.
Well, look, Marion Barry got reelected as a crack addict.
Got caught with a hooker and cocaine and got reelected when he got out of prison. And did you see, speaking of Minnesota, they played it last night. I almost wet my pants. Minnesota, the federal government now, two things. A Republican Congresswoman, I think it is trying to pass a bill to prevent fraud from federal programs going to states like Minnesota, and the initials of it are WALZ. You know, the World's Active Losing or something or other for WALS. The WALS bill to stop fraud from federal stuff for states. And the other thing is they've also stopped sending money to the programs in Minnesota that they were abusing. And so you know, and WALS is on the hook for it. So in reaction to that, the other Ellison, the state attorney general Ellison, I guess is he a senator now? I think he used to be the attorney general, if he still is. When he's the big shot, Ellison, last name Ellison, and I saw him last night, and he said, "We have put a stop to this incredible deposity. We are going to make sure we continue cracking down. We come after you and we get you fast, and that's what we do in Minnesota." And so he's some sort of hero for solving the problem. It happened under your watch, you freaking Nimrod. How dumb do you think we are? He was actually bragging about how good they are in Minnesota for stopping the fraud. It's $18 billion now, apparently. Oh, my God. And he's bragging about it. I mean, that's what talking about gaslighting. Brag, we found it and we stopped the fraud. Oh, my God. Anyway, politicians, man. And they're going nuts over they got another drug boat. Possible fishing boat. That's
a weird bait they're using there.
Who in the world would want to drive a boat loaded with drugs across the Eastern Pacific? I mean, seriously. How do they? I guess they don't watch the news. In drug cartels, they just say, "Hey, Enrico, it's your turn to the boat, man." Okay, see.
Where are they pulling up? La Jolla?
I don't know what they're doing.
Monterey?
I don't understand any of this. I think it's freaking hysterical. Obviously, they have sources, they have finks and stooges and stuff. They're probably paying fortunes to get people to snitch on when the next drug boat's going to leave the shores, which is great. But again, who the hell would get in the boat? They must, they clearly don't know that Jose never made it, we never got their shipment. I can't believe it. They got another one. Eastern Pacific. They see splashes of water near the side of the boat. Second salvo, the whole thing catches fire. More splashes and fire grows. And then it's a drifted patch of fire alongside the boat in the water on fire, exploding. Now, some of the boats actually blew up, suggesting it was a missile that got them. Some others they could see the rockets coming down from space or somewhere up above on the boats. So anyway, pretty cool. 29 known strikes since September. And now the Coast Guard is also going after tankers in the Caribbean, which are not supposed to be carrying the crude, the oil. And if they're breaking the law, then they can be seized, I guess. Well, we're doing it anyway. Who's going to stop us? This really is pretty. This is legally pretty interesting. But he's just doing it.
The name says Gulf of America.
That's right, baby. You in Mississippi now, boy. 14 minutes after 4 o'clock. Give her Pete and Flounder. How's it going? 106.3. I love that. You in Mississippi now, boy. Dun 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 dun.
It's time for the Bortz Report, brought to you by Southern Exteriors, the Southeast's premier home exterior solution. Quality and precision you can rely on for over 20 years. Visit southernexteriors.co.
The left keeps whining, and oh, do they ever whine about Donald Trump being an authoritarian. You want to see an authoritarian? Put me in charge for a week or two. Let me go out there and just make the laws I want to make and have them enforced. Yes, I have a list. It'll make Donald Trump look weak. Okay, Bort's Law. Here we go. If you run from the police in a car when you are finally stopped, the law will state that you must be pulled out of that car, not by a policeman, but by a police canine. Give you something to think about while you're running. Shoplifters. If you are convicted of shoplifting, the punishment will be that your home will be opened to a group of really poor people who will be allowed to run into your home and take whatever they want without any compensation for you. Scammers. All attempts at scamming somebody out of their money, like these emails telling you that you have won a marvelous tool set from Home Depot, will be punished as if you had been successful. You won't be rewarded for failure. Capital punishment. If you're convicted of a capital crime and sentenced to death, All appeals must be carried out within 90 days and the execution set within 1 week of your final appeal. And you will die the same way your victim died. Idiots who block highways in protests. You will be allowed to proceed through the protesters at idle speed. Just take your foot off the brake and roll forward. Any faster than that, it leaves the authorities with the cleanup job. And that's just my first week. You haven't seen authoritarianism yet. I'll show you an authoritarian. Neil Bortz, Extra 106.3.
You wouldn't buy a luxury car and throw bargain tires on it, would you? So why would you do that with your siding? Hey, it's Tug for Southern Exteriors. They install only James Hardy siding, and they install it right. And as an elite certified contractor, they follow every spec. So your siding qualifies for James Hardy's full 30-year warranty. For siding that looks amazing and lasts, call 877-9-SOUTHERN. 877-9-SOUTHERN or visit southernexteriors.co. It's southernexteriors.co.
Thousands of veterans across Georgia are missing out on the benefits they've earned through their service. The Warrior Alliance is changing that by connecting veterans and their families to life-changing resources and support. Tune into the Warrior Alliance Network, our podcast and radio show dedicated to helping veterans succeed after service. Join us every Saturday at 11 a.m. on 106.3 to hear inspiring veteran stories, discover free programs, and to learn about career opportunities available to you. Subscribe to the Warrior Alliance YouTube channel today.
Yeah, well, ho, 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 and I'm telling you, you still have time. You still have time to get that little sweet save for your sweet lady for Christmas time and put a little something special inside to surprise her. From Atlanta Safe House, you know, I think this is my first sponsor from when we started this silly little program, and I can't thank them enough. And Merry Christmas, and Mark and the whole family. I mean, these folks have just been, you know, they're loyal and trustworthy, and that's the way they do their business too, to be honest with you. And of course, you don't pay any sales tax on gun safes at Atlanta Safe House, and they take care of your stuff. They can rent you a safe. They can fix a safe. They have almost 200 of them right there. They've moved the new showroom on Union Hill Road in Alpharetta, and so they have specials and deals, and don't forget, no sales tax on gun safes, and they have the largest selection of Browning, which was my first one, and Fort Knox and any other part of the southeastern United States. It's really incredible. Anyway, you can trust these guys. They have all the top brands. They can build you a vault door and safes of all kinds for bows and arrows and documents to keep your medical records, your financial records, and your living will, for crying out loud. Anyway, deals all over the place, and great company to do business with. Semperfi and Merry Christmas. AtlantaSafeHouse.com.
Hi, it's Los, here with Tom Mitchell, the Honest Car Guy. Tom, you are changing the way people are buying their next pre-owned car or truck. How are you doing it?
At the Honest Car Guy, the entire process is completely transparent. You pay what we pay plus our honest fee, and we even prove it by giving you a copy of the bill of sale. We can sell you any make, any year, any model, and at the Honest Car Guy, you'll save an average of $5,000 to $10,000 depending on the price of the car.
Folks, if you want to save thousands on your next pre-owned car or truck, call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME, the number 1, or honestcarguy.com.
Faith, family, freedom. These are the cornerstones of America and the foundation for a successful life. But today, all three are under attack. Crushing debt, out-of-control spending, and reckless policies in Washington are threatening your savings, your retirement, and your future. Hi, this is Glenn Beck. The only financial advisory firm I recommend in Atlanta is Nicholas Wealth Management. David Nicholas and his team believe protecting your money is about more than wealth. It's about defending your faith, your family, and your freedom. If your hard-earned retirement is left exposed to market chaos, higher taxes, or inflation, what happens to the life you've worked so hard to build? For over 20 years, David Nicholas has helped families right here in Atlanta fight back with retirement strategies built to better withstand uncertainty. Call Nicholas Wealth Management today, 404-890-5606, or visit nicholaswealth.com. Aim to safeguard your future today.
Nicholas Wealth is an independent financial services firm that uses a variety of different investment strategies. Glenn Beck is not a client and is paid for his endorsement.
Yeah, look out. Grand Funk Railroad with Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. All right, 106.3. How you doing? Dun, dun, dun. 1972, the former Grand Funk Railroad manager, Terry Knight, showed up during a concert by the band, and Terry Knight had a court order to seize $1 million in money or assets during the concert. Well, the police said, no. You're the ex-manager, you got a document, but you can't take anything until after the show. Grand Funk losing their funk, 1972. Jeez. That's no good. I didn't know about that. What's that?
You want to hear what Trump has written about the GDP?
I do. Again, it's up like 4.3, which is way higher than they thought. The economy's looking fantastic. Everybody's going nuts. I don't know what the stock market's doing, but I'll bet it's special. Anyway, yes, sir, what do you say?
Stock is up 79. Donald Trump just tweeted, Q3 GDP came at 4.3%, blowing past expectations of 3.2. 60 of 61 Bloomberg economists got it wrong, but Trump and some other geniuses got it right. The success is due to good government and tariffs. Consumer spending is strong. Net exports are way up. Imports and trade deficits are way down. And there is no inflation because of my tax bill, the great, big, beautiful bill, and tariffs. Investment is setting records. The Trump economic golden age in full steam ahead. You haven't seen anything yet. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
I love he always signs out that way.
Make America great again.
That's got that. Thank you for your attention. There's got to be a thing on his computer that hits a button and that's what pops up to say goodbye.
That's
or something.
funny, though.
That is very funny. Well, again, he's right. And again, I was thinking about this morning when the figures came out, 4.3%. I mean, that's just enormous. I mean, again, 4% of something doesn't seem like much to us, but talk about the nation's economy. It's a monster number. And again, this is not because of the Republican Party's platform. This is because of Donald Trump alone. He made this happen, and basically by himself. He forced people to have this happen because of him. I mean, it's simple. It's really as simple as that. And I think, I mean, here we go. I think it's going to be pretty cool. Anyway, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, how's it going? 423. Christmas all day here. Oh, it's some sad news about, and I haven't seen much of this on the news. It kind of was on like social media thing, but I got it right for you here on Mr. Phone. Hold on a second. Here we go. Barry Manilow is diagnosed with lung cancer. Barry Manilow found out he was sick for several weeks with bronchitis. His doctor ordered an MRI to make sure that everything was okay, unquote, but he has lung cancer. And Barry Manilow was supposed to be playing in a couple of weeks at Gas South Arena in Gwinnett County, and that has been postponed. So Barry Manilow is, and in fact, wow, this goes back when I was in New Orleans. My mother came in to visit, and I was working night, doing TV stuff at night, I think, whatever. But Barry Manilow came in to do a concert, and I got my mother and my wife tickets to go see Barry Manilow. And it was stunning. They say he did costume changes every song or whatever. I mean, and they just said it was a really fun, happy, exciting, time. And of course, he played all the commercial jingles he's done, like the McDonald's song and all that kind of stuff. Great Day Today or whatever it was. Anyway, Barry Manilow. So it looks like he's having some problems with lung cancer, which can't be any good. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, Rand Paul's out with his yearly Festivus report. And by the way, this is actually the day they have that they did Festivus on Seinfeld. Festivus for the rest of us. Well, Rand Paul, every year for the last several, has come out with a yearly government waste report card. And he's added it up. I got a few examples of what he's found that he calls government waste. It adds up to $1.6 trillion. Among the highlights are $40 million to social media influencers to promote getting the COVID vaccine to racial and ethnic minority groups. $40 million to convince black people and minorities to get the shot. $5 million to dose dogs with cocaine. $1 million to teach teenage ferrets to binge drink alcohol. $14 million to teach monkeys to play a Price is Right game. $13 million to continue experiments on beagles. $7 billion by Congress to build electric vehicle charging stations. $7 billion, they've built 68. Schools get $200 billion in COVID money that's been spent on rooms at Caesars Palace, renting out Major League Baseball stadiums and ice cream trucks. $1 million to hire celebrity influencers to anti-drug campaign targeting Latinx communities. Latinx or Latinx, Latinx, whichever, by the way, is insulting, and no matter what
Very
you use.
insulting to Latins.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
They don't like that. $5 million for studies looking at the effect of screen time on toddlers. Mobile phone obesity intervention for toddlers, and $2 million for researchers to take saliva swabs at electronic dance music festivals in New York City. $2 million.
That's, you know what? I really wish we could have a natural, everybody just don't pay taxes one year and see what they do.
Yeah, what are they going to do to us? All of us. Just don't send it in. Well, it comes out of your paycheck. But again, if you own it, well, see, that's the other thing. You'd have to be able to find a way to not let them take it out, because otherwise, it's just if you owe money, you wouldn't pay it. But then that's not that money. I mean, that's a lot, but it's not like the whole freaking country. But yeah, unbelievable. And again,
they waste our money. They've stolen it and then they waste it.
And I'll bet you that I don't know this. I'm hardly an economist, but I'll bet you that Bortz and John Linder's no tax plan business. What the hell? What the hell is it called? Fair tax. I'll bet that fair tax would work. I'll bet it would actually work, but no one's going to do it because it's too much of an overhaul of all the power structure.
It takes the power away from the government.
Yeah, it would be nothing they could do about it. But I'll bet it would work. I'll bet it would be successful. I'll bet it would mean
it would end the endless wars because we wouldn't have the money to spend on them.
In fact, you know what? I'll bet you AI could figure out, if we get to the stage where we have like an American AI program where AI is part of our government process kind of.
Grok is now part of the Department of Defense.
Yeah, well, see, that's what I mean. So if AI becomes part of our budgeting process, I'll bet you AI could figure out a national scheme specifically for taxpayers of any particular demographic to figure out a way for a fair tax system to get the money we need to run the damn thing and yet do it fairly, so people aren't getting screwed and the waste is gone. If we could stop the wasting crap, and I'll bet you AI could figure it out, a tax plan that works. I mean, think about it. If they can do everything, I mean, oh my God, look what AI can do now. How come they can't figure out a tax plan? They can make a company work. Why can't they do a tax plan?
Take Nils and John Linder's plan. Put it in, because that's where you can do. You know, they send you a medical test. I do this all the time. If you ask ChatGPT or Grok, what does this medical test mean? It breaks it down for you in layman's terms, exactly what that test meant. Put that tax plan in there and say, would this work?
Yeah. Go to work. Have fun. What can you do? Make this better.
Yeah, I actually just put it in there, and it says the Fair Tax Act proposes eliminating federal income tax, including payroll, capital gains, estate taxes, and replacing them with a single national sales tax on new goods services. In short, tax on what you spend, not on what you earn.
But
it doesn't give an opinion whether it would work.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, well, again, it would have to break down just, specifically to show everybody that it would work if they just did it. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just, I just got to thinking. Yeah, again, this is, another AI thing.
And by the way, let's point it out. The 12 days of Christmas is not right now. This has been set up by Madison Avenue, so we buy leading up to Christmas.
Yeah.
The 12 days of Christmas start Christmas Day and go to the Epiphany, January 6th. So take back your holiday, damn it. Take back your tradition, because Madison Avenue has conditioned us to say, no, the 12 days are leading up to Christmas. That's bull crap. That's just so we spend. I'm serious.
Yeah, I know. It's Epiphany.
This is why my tree stays up later than anybody.
Let's do a Christmas game coming up. What do you say? You want to?
Yes.
Let's do that. Next, Kimmer P. Flounder in a Christmas game. Oh, my God.
Hey, this is John Clayton from ATL Turfco. We're a family-owned and operated independent local company here in the Atlanta area. We've been in business for over 15 years. We install several different types of artificial grass. One is landscape, which looks like real grass for your lawn. The next one is pet turf. Pet turf is a little bit shorter than landscape, and it's more durable. And the other one is putting greens. If you can dream it, we can build it. Just go to atlturfco.com to schedule an appointment.
Time now for the Retire Wise Report. James Parker here with financial advisor Sean Maloney, founder and CEO of Retire Wise. Many people assume their taxes will automatically go down once they retire and stop collecting paychecks. Sean, is this a dangerous assumption?
It can be, because you know what? Lower taxes in retirement can be a myth. It's not always true, right? Remember, up to 85% of your Social Security benefits could be taxed, right? Your traditional IRA and 401k income is 100% taxable, so that needs to be accounted for. And that's why it's so important to find ways to reduce or eliminate your taxes wherever possible.
Tell us about the offer you have for our listeners.
Hey, look, now is the time to start looking ahead and identifying your tax liabilities in retirement. Well, we have a great resource for you guys. We have what's called the Retire Happy Framework Toolkit. You can get a copy today by calling or texting the word WISE to 770-802-2200. My team helped put together this just for you, and it's a complimentary guide. And the center of this is a copy of my latest book, The Priority of Retirement. It has chapters on everything from Social Security to investments to income planning. We include guides in there as well as on strategies for income planning, for taxes, and even dealing with recessions in retirement, among other things. So if you want to get this information in your hands today, call or text the word WISE to 770-802-2200. That's 770-802-2200.
Take advantage of this offer. Get your Retire Happy Framework today. Just text WISE to 770-802-2200. And the team at Retire Wise will get you your Retire Happy Framework right away. So just call or text WISE to 770-802-2200. Investment advisory services made available through AE Wealth Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Firm does not provide tax services.
Ain't nothing beats the cozy comfort of a warm fireplace on a cool Georgia night. Tug here for Chimney Solutions. But before you light that fire, make sure the chimney's clean, safe, and ready with my friends at Chimney Solutions. Atlanta's trusted chimney experts for over 25 years. Did you know that a dirty and damaged chimney could lead to dangerous carbon monoxide leaks or even chimney fires? Don't take that chance. Chimney Solutions certified technicians use state-of-the-art equipment to ensure your home and family are protected. They also specialize in gas log conversion, fireplace remodeling, and energy-efficient chimney caps that keep pests and rain out and heat in. From cozy cottages to luxurious homes, thousands of Atlantans trust Chimney Solutions to keep the heart of their home burning bright. Visit chimneysolutions.com to read actual customer testimonials. chimneysolutions.com. Chimney Solutions, keeping Georgia homes safe, warm, and beautiful for over 25 years.
Hey Atlanta, it's the holidays. The games are on, the good times are flowing, but here's the winning call this season from your friends at Modelo. Don't drink and drive. If you'll be celebrating, drink responsibly. Call a rideshare, grab a cab, or hand your keys to a sober friend. Because nothing's worth losing when it comes to getting home safe. This message is brought to you by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit, and your friends at 680 The Fan, reminding you to celebrate the holidays responsibly.
The holidays are about moments that last forever. At Solomon Brothers Jewelers, every piece of jewelry tells a story, your story. Whether it's a sparkling engagement ring or a gift that says, I love you, we're here to make this season magical with exclusive holiday offers you won't want to miss. From bezel set jewelry in trendy yellow gold to essentials for that layered look. Explore our holiday gift guides or schedule your appointment at SolomonBrothers.com. And don't forget to check out our holiday specials like our famous diamond studs starting at $9.99. It seems like every year, everything gets more expensive, except here. A 3/4 carat diamond pendant for just $14.99. 3 Atlanta locations in Buckhead, Alpharetta, and Sharpsburg. One tradition of excellence. Book your customized shopping experience today at SolomonBrothers.com. Solomon Brothers, where luxury meets love.
Oh, we still doing.
Welcome to the Kimmer Show halftime update.
A lot of things
Let's
happen.
check in with Pete on the scoreboard.
Between early in the
Stories
morning,
prepared versus
start looking up
stories
stuff.
actually covered.
And the time I actually get to do it.
What you got in your mouth there?
I had a little Tootsie Roll Pop.
It's like I'm talking to my dog. What you got in your mouth?
Yeah, go open that. Give me that.
All right. Of the 12 stories.
My freaking trouser, my Great Dane, once had the barman's gerbil in his mouth. And I'm thinking, oh, God, this could get bad. And he actually dropped it for me. I thought, oh, please, God, please, God. Anyway, sorry.
Well, it's better in his mouth than somewhere else.
That's right. Exactly correct, yes.
Of the 12 stories.
Yeah.
You have done 5.
Well, that's almost that's a Hall of Fame. That's 400.
Since it's the last show for Christmas, we'll just go ahead and mark the rest of them off.
All right, there you go. As it should be. Anyway, 1063, how's it going? It's Tuesday. We're off the rest of the week for Christmas. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. Our number is 404-741. 1230 if you'd like to join us. Our birthday list includes Susan Lucci. Finally got her daytime Emmy for All My Children, as I recall. Susan Lucci is 79 years old. Right? And let's see. On this day in history, this was a rather bizarre situation here. It was on this day in history when it was the first nonstop around-the-world airline flight without refueling. Now, think about that. They didn't land, and they did not refuel. Dick Rutan, an engineer, and Gina Yeager, flying the aircraft they named Voyager. They took off on this day and then landed 9 days later on the 14th of January, and it was the first nonstop around the world. The plane was made of like a graphite, very light graphite honeycomb composite, and was nothing but fuel. They had fuel everywhere. It was like a stick plane, like when you would build as a kid, and it was like one of those balsa wood planes, and it was all wings and side things and fuel and made out of graphite, and they made it around the world without refueling, without landing in 9 days. 1986 when he started. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, how's it going? 404-741-1230. Should we do this? Let's do a little something here, Flounder. What do you think? We'll do that. 438, 1063. It's Tuesday. A beautiful sunny day, a little warmer. Supposed to be 60s next couple of days, I believe. We have some very nice weather coming our way. As opposed to California's going to get wiped out, which is fine by me, incidentally. But first, Johnny Olson. Holy crap, who's contestant on Pete Davis? Holy crap, we got a game here.
All right, it's Christmas time, so I want you guys to tell me, just name one of the European countries that favorite dish on Christmas Day is turkey.
A European country, favorite dish, turkey. European country.
Yeah, Flounder goes first.
England?
You're correct, sir. The United Kingdom likes turkey. Kimmer, can you name another one?
Well, I know Scotland is big on beef. I'll try Scotland. How about Scotland?
Well, we've just done the United Kingdom.
Oh,
so
the whole kingdom?
I'll give it to you. You got it, Scotland.
Oh, well.
All right. Which, just name one of them, loves pork ribs and pork ham for Christmas Day?
Oh, Flounder, you're up.
Russia?
No. Russia, no. No.
Pork. How about those freaky weed eaters, weed smokers in Amsterdam? Holland. How about Holland?
No.
Ah, crap.
No, you're both wrong. Flounder?
Let's see here. I'm not going to go Middle East. Spain?
No, not Spain. No.
And we're talking pork and pork products, right?
Pork ham, pork rib.
Well,
specifically
Europe. Wow. Well, let's go Poland.
No, it is
crap,
not
I thought
Poland.
it would be Poland.
Polish
Polish chicks.
All right, turkey's big in Ireland, United Kingdom, France, Greece, ironically. Pork ham and pork ribs is all Scandinavia loves it.
Oh.
The Baltic states pretty much love it. Iceland loves it. But what country loves suckling pig on Christmas Day?
Suckling pig. France, got to be France.
No, that's Turkey. I just said Turkey.
Australia?
When?
Not really.
Australia and Europe?
is part of
I'm sorry, I didn't say. I thought we were still on countries.
Yeah. A European country. And a suckling pig.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well,
You've already named it when you tried to guess another thing. You've already mentioned the country.
Germany. No, I didn't say that.
No, it's famous. You think they eat a lot of bulls there?
Spain.
Yeah. Spain loves their suckling pig.
Oh, my.
But what country in Europe likes fried carp on Christmas Day?
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
Fried carp. Well, it's got to be a Mediterranean area of land-locked country in the sea. I don't know. I don't know who.
Flounder, you got a guess?
This is still in Europe?
Carp.
Yes.
Europe, yeah.
I don't know. I can't think of one.
Stump the panel.
You got us.
Okay, Germany, Poland.
Oh, my.
Switzerland, Austria, Romania. I mean, all those guys, they like their fried carp there.
Oh,
but who likes cod and veal?
That sounds like a Swedish thing.
No.
Or an Icelandic thing. But
Nope. They like their pork and ham. Think veal. Who has veal?
Well, farmer, Amsterdam, Holland,
Italy.
Think of a veal. Yeah, Italy. Veal Parmesan.
Italy.
Of course.
Cod and veal. And finally, okay,
Yes.
Who likes goose?
Goose. Oh, I said the goose, a famous goose. That's got to be one of those. The golden goose, the nurse goose, nursery rhymes. That's got to be Germany.
No, that's fried carp.
Well, carp.
Actually, Germany does like goose too, so you got that one correct. But who likes stuffed cabbage rolls on Christmas Day?
Ugh, I don't know. Nobody I want to visit.
Yeah, they're at war right now.
Oh, Ukraine?
Ukraine likes it. So does Romania
gross.
and Bulgaria. They like it too. The Netherlands, you mentioned them, they like something called gourmetten. So that sounds like a bunch of gourmet cheeses and meats and everything.
Well,
but Denmark likes their ducks.
Yeah. I haven't had duck in years and years and years.
I'm not a big duck fan. I don't like dark meat, but you like dark meat.
I like dark meat, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
There's the game.
Well, there you go. All right, sir. 404-741-1230, 741-1230.
Everybody knows you eat ham on Christmas and turkey on Thanksgiving. I mean, come on.
Well, we never had my family, I don't think we ever had a ham Christmas.
The Christmas ham? The honey-baked ham?
I think we always had, a lot. I think we had turkey and ham, and I think we had like I can't remember. Wow.
I love ham.
I'm sure, because my mother was such a great cook and baker that I think we had a lot of different stuff. We might as well have chicken and dumplings. She made the best chicken and dumplings. Oh, anyway, sorry.
Campbell Soup has a hearty one. The dumplings.
I've had it.
Corn.
It's not bad.
It's pretty decent.
Yeah, they have two. They have like a New England clam chowder thing, but they also have a chicken and dumpling. They literally have a chicken and dumpling hearty man thing, and it's good.
It is.
In fact, I did that for a long time. You know what I would do? I would go to Publix. God, this cannot be interesting to people that are going home and to go shopping or something. But I would go to Publix and I'd get their freshly broiled chicken, a whole chicken, that they put on the broiler that goes round and round, whatever, rotisserie. Thing. I get rotisserie chicken, like a Mardi Gras flavored chicken or a Cajun chicken or something like that. I'd get a whole chicken. And I'd bring it home and I would take one of those Hearty Man soup of chicken and dumpling soup. And I would put that in a pan, and then I would take like a whole wing and a leg of the Publix chicken and put that in there and have a real hearty chicken stew, chicken and dumplings mix. Oh, man, was that good. And then, some rolls and stuff to go, That's a great dinner right there. In fact, oh, my God, I may do that. I'll bet you. Oh my God! Oh my God! I'm gonna leave my routine for a while. I'm gonna go to Publix and get a chicken and get that hearty thing, chicken and dumplings. Boy, was that good! I remember how good that was.
Now you're making me hungry. I'm starving.
I know. I'm sorry. It's my own.
Yeah, so am I.
I'm sorry.
Damn.
Still got an hour and 15 minutes
here.
Well,
that's not going to work. We'll have to leave early. Damn it!
Why not?
Oh my God. Anyway, by the way, incidentally, just for some local stuff, Roswell Road's a nightmare. Sorry, and it just and Christmas drivers are rude. I mean, oh my God, how many people are trying to cut me off because they're in a hurry and doing a thing and they're just nasty. I've had more tailgating and more cutting off and more trying to skange in a lane. I mean,
the problem is where you turn where my neighborhood is,
Yeah.
where you turn left,
Yeah.
there's that Christmas mart there.
Right, yeah,
And
I
everyone's trying to either do a U-turn right there or turn left.
It's a nightmare. Yeah, and that little it's a nightmare. But again, Roswell Road, and when I take the route to go through the neighborhood so I can see the Christmas lights, the golf course stuff, it takes me. I get to Roswell Road and have to spend more time on Roswell Road to get to Atlanta Street. If I go to Willio all the way down Terrell Mill, then I bypass. I miss the neighborhood, but I also bypass Roswell Road.
Have you noticed that one house in the neighborhood we cut through that has it's like a redneck light? They're just on the ground, and then there's on the tree, there's a giant red light and a giant, it's like someone just threw a giant rope across the tree. I went through there last night. I'm going to take some more pictures. Maybe tonight I'll go through there and take some video.
If you're coming up 5 or 5:15, right before you get to LJ, somebody on top of a hill has put a huge semi truck and completely lit it up like it's a Coca-Cola Christmas truck.
Cool.
It's amazing. You can't miss it.
Like one of those Hess trucks or whatever.
Yeah, it's massive.
And they're back again. Cool. 446, how's you doing? Kimber Pete and Flounder, 404-741-1230. And Tuesday at 106.3, it's almost Christmas. Can you believe it? Wow.
On behalf of our entire staff, local and national hosts, and roster of incredible sponsors and supporters, we want to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas from everyone at Extra 106.3.
Atlanta Braves single game tickets for the 2026 season are now on sale. Get your tickets for some exciting matchups next season and check out some fan favorite ticket packages like Hello Kitty, SpongeBob, Snoopy, and Father's Day Catch on the Field. Plus, snag the first giveaway of the season, the Drake Baldwin Rookie of the Year bobblehead on March 31st, presented by Coca-Cola. Visit Braves.com/promos to get your tickets. Atlanta Braves Baseball, we are Braves Country. Join Daniel Madelon, CEO of A Second Chance Bail Bonds, and co-host Tug Cowart as they bring together law enforcement, justice insiders, and voices from every part of the justice system, victims, advocates, and people who've turned their lives around. It's not PR, it's not fluff. It's an honest talk about what's working, what's broken, and how to build a better path forward, one second chance at a time. This week's guest is Judge Scott McAfee of the Superior Court of Fulton County. Justice Unfiltered. Unfiltered, informed, and unbiased.
It's midnight and the phone rings. It's a loved one calling from jail. They had a little too much fun at the holiday party and got pulled over. Now what? Time to call A Second Chance Bail Bonds. A Second Chance will get your loved one home quickly. For 20 years, they've been helping folks with 12 locations across Metro Atlanta and Birmingham and are available 24/7. For fast, professional, discreet services, call 404-BAILOUT. That's 404-BAILOUT or visit atlbail.com. A Second Chance Bail Bonds. It's better to know us and not need us than need us and not know us.
Attention extra listeners. The end of the year is closing in. Are your retirement plans ready? We at Master Plan Retirement Consultants are holistic retirement planners, including income and growth planning, tax strategies, and estate and legacy planning. Each piece of the retirement puzzle must fit together cohesively because we know a change in one area can inevitably affect the others. Our boutique team serves you with fiduciary care, ensuring every step moves you closer to a confident, sustainable retirement. Don't wait. There's still time to adjust your plan before year end. Schedule your complimentary consultation now at masterplanretire.com. Master Plan Retirement Consultants. Plan well and prosper.
Advisory services offered through Master Plan Retirement Consultants, Inc., a registered investment advisory in the state of Georgia. Insurance, tax, and commodity services offered through Fricks & Associates, Inc., DBA Master Plan Retirement Consultants. The aforementioned are affiliated companies.
I don't think I've heard this song in years.
No, it's a great song.
Oh, my God. I remember liking this song.
But she's still dancing in the night, unafraid of what it do in town for the heroes and
You want to listen to the whole song?
No, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of enjoying it. Don't get mad at me, Flounder. I'm kind of going along here. Brian Wilson, 1964. On a tour of the Beach Boys, Brian Wilson had a nervous breakdown during the flight from Los Angeles to Houston. Wilson left the band to concentrate on writing and producing. Glenn Campbell replaced Brian Wilson for the band's live shows right before Bruce Johnston finally replaced him and took over. But it was this day in 1964, Brian Wilson couldn't do it anymore. Couldn't fly. Couldn't be part of it. And, of course, I did that one summer when I did, played for the Beach Boys. At least that's what I told the Georgia Tech people in my bio. That young man played for the Beach Boys that one summer. Yes, ma'am, I did. And on this, did I do a birthday? I didn't do a birthday yet. Hold on. Eddie Vedder. Pearl Jam, baby. Or Eddie Vedder, Pearl Jam, 61 years old today. Pearl Jam's a big band, I guess, right? I've heard of them. And on this day in 1888, Vincent van Gogh, the Dutch. I actually had a girl once tell me, I said, yeah, Vincent van Gogh says Van Gogh. And I said, no,
Yes, she's right.
Yeah, I know she's right, but I'm not saying Van Gogh. Vincent van Gogh had severe depression, you see, and he got a little thing going on there with a fight thing, and I'll tell you about that in a second. Artistic genius, they say, masterpieces, record-breaking prices. During his lifetime, he was a poster boy for the tortured, starving artist. He only sold one painting his whole life. He was born in the Netherlands. Difficult, nervous personality. He was a preacher among poor miners in Belgium. Then Vincent van Gogh became an artist. Potato Eaters is his most famous work from 1885, dark and somber, reflective. Let's see, tried to form an artist colony. He did countryside paintings. He did his famous Sunflower series in France. And he had a friend who came to work with him and stay with him for 2 months. The tensions developed. They had a fight. And in a fit of dementia, Vincent van Gogh threatened to kill his friend with a knife before Van Gogh turned the knife on himself and chopped off part of his left ear. He wrapped the ear and gave it to a prostitute at a nearby whorehouse. He hospitalized himself, checked into a mental hospital. During his stay, he fluctuated between madness and creativity. He produced some of his best-known works, including Irises and Starry Night. In May 1890, Van Gogh moved to a place near Paris. Plagued by despair and loneliness, on July 27, 1890, he took his life with a gun. He actually died 2 days later. One of my favorite songs, which I have on my magic music stick, is Starry Night by the guy Don McLean. I'm sorry, it's called Vincent. McLean. The song's called Vincent. It's about Starry Night. It's a sad song. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. And I like that way better than American Pie by Don McLean.
It's the last movie Akira Kurosawa made was he had Martin Scorsese playing Van Gogh, and he made the painting come to life and everything. And Scorsese did a good job.
Really? I haven't seen it. I know of it. I haven't seen it. So I've got 454 already.
How about a holiday bit?
A holiday bit. Flounder on the controls.
All right, so I can't call this one a Christmas bit, but it's a good one.
A holiday bit. There we go.
Here comes Hanukkah. So much Hanukkah to celebrate Hanukkah.
Adam Sandler.
Hanukkah is a festival of lights. Instead of one day of presents, we have 8 crazy nights. When you feel like the only kid in town without a Christmas tree, here's a list of people who are Jewish, just like you and me. David Lee Roth lights the menorah. So do James Conn, Kirk Douglas, and the late Dinah Shore. Guess who eats together at the Carnegie Deli? Bowser from Sha-Na-Na and Arthur Fonzarelli. Paul Newman's half Jewish, Goldie Hawn's half too. Put them together, what a fine-looking Jew. You don't need Seattle Supersonicers celebrate Hanukkah. O.J. Simpson, not a Jew. But guess who is? Hall of Famer Rod Carew. He converted. We got Ann Landers and her sister, dear Abby. Harrison Ford's a quarter Jewish, not too shabby. Some people think that Ebenezer Scrooge is. Well, he's not, but guess who is? All three Stooges. So many Jews are in showbiz. Tom Cruise isn't, but I heard his agent is. Tell your friend Veronica, it's time to celebrate Hanukkah. Oh, bar, get a harmonica on this lovely, lovely Hanukkah. So drink your gin and tonica and smoke your marijuana. If you really wanna go, have a happy Hanukkah.
Adam Sandler right there. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. It's almost Christmas, and we're off the rest of the week, so we thought we'd do a little Christmas time stuff for you here at 106.3. 457. The Supreme Court has now rejected Donald Trump's request to allow him to proceed with putting National Guard troops in Chicago. So they blocked Donald Trump, at least temporarily, to overturn a ruling by district courts that blocked the troops. Supreme Court refused to overturn it. They could still allow it to happen, but it's a rare setback for Donald Trump, who has won lots of victories with the Supreme Court. And again, it's not over, but here we go. And again, it's lawfare. And everything to do is court fair, lawfare. Anything they can do to stop Donald Trump, whatever it is, that's their only plan. That's their platform, is Trump hate. Whatever they can do to stop Donald Trump. You know, trying to keep criminals here, stop us from deporting criminals.
The same people that voted for blowing up drug boats before now are against it because Trump is doing it.
That's right. Exactly. That's all it is. Trump derangement, Trump hate. 458. Flounder, how about another Flounder's Funny back there? I'll bet you somewhere. If we got one to the top.
My favorite time of the year is March and April. You know what I mean? It's just 61 glorious days. No holiday where the man has to make some sort of financial gesture to the woman in his life. You know what I mean? Like Valentine's Day, it just sneaks up on you every year. It's like, I just got you something. I just paid the bill in January, and then here we go again. When are you going to feel loved, right? Jesus Christ, here you go. It's something shiny. Are you happy? Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're happy. Don't mind me. I'm just over here in a walking depression, but as long as you're happy, don't mind me. Hey, look at me. I'm over here. I'm learning how to make a crepe. Yeah, I'm learning how to make a crepe. Wow, Bill, you have so many interests. No, just sad. Just sad, you know. Just trying to quiet the voices so I don't put rocks in my pocket and step in the pool.
Step in the pool, Bill Burr. Put rocks in my pocket and step in the pool. Ay, ay, ay. He's a funny, I mean, he's just a funny freaking guy. Anyway, coming up, we got Holy Crap at Sports. We got another Flounder's Funny around here at some point. We got more Christmas stuff for you, and you know, whatever happens between now and 6 o'clock. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's getting warmer, and I think we're going to be fine. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, how you doing? Let it snow, let it snow.
WFOM and W292EV Marietta, a Dickey Broadcasting Station. Locally owned and heard throughout Georgia on the Extra app.
High Court weighs in. I'm Paul Stevens, Fox News. The U.S. Supreme Court is blocking, for now, a National Guard deployment in Chicago.
The Trump administration so far has not identified a source of authority allowing the military to execute the laws in Illinois, a Supreme Court order concludes. Justices are refusing to lift a lower court's order blocking President Trump from deploying National Guard troops in the Chicago area. It is not a final ruling, but it serves as a temporary setback for the administration as it seeks to use National Guard troops to support crime and immigration crackdowns in other cities. Conservative Justices Samuel Alito, Clarence Thomas, and Neil Gorsuch dissented from the majority. In Washington, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
The U.S. economy expanding at a strong 4.3% annual clip from July through September. Consumer spending, exports, and government spending all grew.
In a statement, the White House says today's blockbuster expectation-smashing GDP report is the latest proof that President Trump's America First trade and economic agenda continues to turn the page on the Biden economic disaster. American consumers are spending and American exports are surging.
Darren Botello with the Fox Business Network at the White House. The Justice Department releasing more documents connected to the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
Much of this latest installment is court documentation and emails related to the criminal cases against Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Some of it benign, out-of-office responses, media clippings, but revelations are there, like a fake passport that Epstein used in the 80s, listing Saudi Arabia as his place of residence.
And that's Fox's Alexandria Hall. Former Nebraska U.S. Senator Ben Sass says he's been diagnosed with advanced pancreatic cancer, sharing the news on social media. Sass saying he learned of that disease and the diagnosis last week. America's listening to Fox News.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-486-9600. That's 800-486-9600.
Let's get it together, ladies. Left shoulder, right of leg, ready on your dog target. Road guards out. Look out. It's only me. It's only the giver. With Pete Davison, Flounder, and you on 106.3. How's it going? 504. Our number is 404-741-1230. 741-1230. And be careful out there as it's getting dark. And also, people are really rude on the road. I'm sure I mentioned it's really, I'm seeing it everywhere. People in a hurry and cutting people off. And, so just, it's almost over. It'll be fine. Although I think it used to be a lot worse. I remember you used to have parking lot wars. I don't know if we're doing that anymore. I really don't know about outdoor shopping at malls anymore, whether it's
between Amazon.com and Walmart.com.
Yeah. My kids swear by, honestly now, in fact, I didn't even know, and I got some Amazon cards for people who want, that's what they really want. So they can, do their own shopping and sales, all this stuff. It makes a lot of sense. And it's for people who know it's not, if you're trying to do something personal, then that's one thing. But do you want to make somebody happy with an Amazon? And I don't know if I mentioned it before. I was at Publix and I was looking through those stands of cards a couple of a week ago.
Oh, what's amazing.
Oh, God, you got a million different gift cards. And I kept looking for the Amazon card. I said, don't they have Amazon cards? Yeah, they're right there. Okay. I looked and looked and looked and looked and looked. There's no word that says Amazon. There's like a mark. There's like a little red check.
Penis
yeah, there's like a little sausage logo. But there's no word that says Amazon. So I looked and looked and looked, and finally I had to ask the guy and his wife. I said, I feel like an idiot, but is there an Amazon card in this thing? She said, oh, yeah, it's right here. I said, oh, that's
right here, idiot.
Yeah, right in front of me. Just like my mother said, it's right where you're looking for. Anyway, so, but that's, I don't think people are going to malls anymore.
It's always the last place you look, too.
Well, also, the thing with the mall, I don't think the malls carry any inventory. They have clothes and stuff in there, but they don't have what they used to have. before Amazon and internet shopping. So you can't be the selection crap. Anyway, whatever. All right, Kimmer Pete and Flounder, how you doing? 404-741-1230. Barry Manilow has lung cancer. He's got a concert that he was going to have in Gwinnett County in a couple of weeks, and has had to cancel it, just for the record. And let's see, we got Holy Crap of Sports coming up. We got a whole bunch of things coming up, and more of the stupid, the Clinton files. It used to be called the Epstein files. More of the Clinton files being released, and including former Prince Andrew, who's now just Andrew Mountbatten. What the hell's the last name of it? Windsor, yeah. And they caught him again trying to get more young girls to have sex with, and Ghislaine Maxwell actually said, no, I don't have any more new ones for you. He wanted some more inappropriate friends, he called them. I mean, what just a creepy guy. It's over for him. I really kind of feel sorry for the former Princess of Pork, because Duchess Fergie, whatever it was. I mean, she's got to live with
daughters.
And the daughter, Eugenie, and whatever. I mean, the rest the rest of their lives. But I don't know. I mean, I hope. Well, whatever. And again, it's self-imposed. All this stuff is freaking self-imposed. And Donald Trump is saying there's too much of this stuff. All those half-naked pictures of Bill Clinton everywhere and hot tubs and stuff like that. Even Donald Trump said it's too much. I don't like those pictures. He said it's not right. It's a terrible thing. And then apparently the family of the Bill Clinton marketing campaign people have come out and saying, well, let's release every little bit of that, trying to say he hasn't done anything. You don't have any evidence for him. My God, he's there without his clothes on in a hot tub with women. Anyway. I don't know what they're going, unless it involves international conspiracies for bribery or spying or blackmail or something like that, or if you can, if we know that international heads of state were flying to America to Jeffrey Epstein's to have sex with young girls, there's something you would like to know, although it's probably not a crime anymore for the statute of limitations. So we're now talking about whether the Epstein files are a major freaking distraction for the Democrats to have one more thing. But again, I don't know why this helps them. The pictures of Bill Clinton in the freaking hot tub don't help the Democrats. I don't get it. I don't know. Again, I don't know where we're going. Who does this help? Who's in favor of this?
It makes people just completely turn off all government.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. It's just horrible. The whole thing is horrible. And again, and then at the same time, Hunter Biden. Boy, all of a sudden, the Democrats everywhere, but Hunter Biden is now taking the high road as though he's now telling America what his father did wrong. Hunter Biden, the bag man for the crime family, the most corrupt political family in American history. Name me a more corrupt family. A more corrupt crime political family than the Bidens. Kennedys? What was the crime? I'm talking about now. I'm not talking strictly moral turpitude, like Jack and Bobby and all the rest of them. But I mean, in terms of crime, committing crimes, bribery, extortion, threats, blackmail, overseas funds and stuff. What other political family in American history has had as many crimes where they had to pardon the whole family, by the way, including 12 years earlier for when he was taking bribes from Ukraine and payoffs? What other crime? What other family? Political family?
Whoever was in, I never can remember who it was. The Teapot Dome scandal was pretty bad.
I think that was like a governor. It was an undersecretary of state or something, as I recall. Yeah. But it wasn't.
It doesn't really go that high.
Yeah, and it's also a guy.
Boss Tweeds and the Huey Longs and people like that.
Well, those were
Talmadges.
Yeah, but those were well, maybe Herman. And honestly, the Saturday Night Massacre, and I called Herman Talmadge at home when that was happening. Nixon fired Ruckelshaus and Kleindinks or whatever, those guys quit and everything else. And Herman Talmadge was at home. He was half drunk. I was doing Saturday Night News. I was working the Saturday Night Massacre, and I called Herman Talmadge at home, and he said, well, he was on the Watergate committee. So I called him at home. He said, well, as a member of the Watergate committee, it'd be unfair for me to if I really should have a comment. And I said, well, if you did have a comment, what would it be? He says, well, I'd say this is a despicable. I swear to God, he gave me the comment when I said, if you did have a comment, what would it be? And he gave me the comment. Of course, this was the same guy who got caught hiding, was it $300,000 in a bathrobe in the closet or something?
Yeah, his wife found it in his suit coat pockets in his raincoat.
Stuffed with $100 bills or whatever. Yeah. Jeez. You got to love it. Anyway, let's see. We got another drug boat. We got more scandals going on here. And Hunter Biden comes out on a podcast and says, well, my father did a bad job on the Afghan withdrawal. It was obviously a blanking failure. There was a better way to do it. I could blame it on the generals, but my dad always knew the buck stops with him. I can't blanking stand the way the Afghan withdrawal happened. What a dirtbag. You didn't know about the Afghan withdrawal. You haven't paid attention to anything. What right does anybody have to give Hunter Biden any credence for anything except how to get away with, incredible international crimes and international underage prostitution rings and cocaine and heroin rings and debauchery of all God knows what extent? How could anybody give him any kind of respect to get an opinion from him on anything? What would you take as gospel and respect a comment about any topic from Hunter Biden? Hunter Biden, his whole life has been filled with scum and debauchery and bribes and extortion and threats. Remember the emails we got of him threatening people to say, you better, my old man's right here, you better fork over the money or you're going to be in trouble the rest of your life. He was a bag man for the mob, an extortionist, a blackmailer, a fraud, a fake, a drug addict. And, God bless drug addicts if they get straight. Good. I'll bet he's still on cocaine. I'll bet he's still using. I'll bet you anything he's still using. Anyway, scumbag. Really, who would put him on TV and interview him on a podcast or anything else?
Who cares what he has to say?
That's what I mean. But it's everywhere. It's all over. All the news stories. They're all doing it. And so you should know about it. But again, it should make you angry. It makes me angry giving any aegis to this guy whatsoever. And so it should make you, I want you to know so you can at least feel about it, whatever you want to
what?
Aegis? His aegis. I think I misused that a little bit. But trying to think for something
Christmas.
else, the word wouldn't come out.
We'll let it slide.
513, Kevin Pete Flounder. It's Christmas. Da, 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 da. The cold wind is blowing and the streets are getting dark.
Start your day with Tug and Los on the Morning Extra from 6 to 10. Then it's Glenn Beck, Clay and Buck at noon, and the Kimmer Show on your ride home from 3 to 6. And hang out every night for Jesse Kelly at 6 and Jimmy Fela at 9. And stream it all live in crystal clear HD on the Extra 106.3 app.
The Christmas spirit is with my friends at Stovall & Company. Paul and the boys, they 11 locations. They've been doing this, a family business, for 75 years, 3 generations. And again, the story is true. When a guy came in to look for something special, and they said, well, we don't have it, but I know who does, and send them to someplace else to make the sale. But again, that's the way they do business. It's a family company, Stovall & Company, wholesale landscaping supplies, trees and shrubs and grass and sod and, sprinkler systems and things to help build an outdoor fireplace or kitchen by the pool or whatever. And again, if you need something they don't have, they can tell you where to find it. Merry Christmas. This family does a lot all year round, too, not just this time of year. Merry Christmas, StovallInc.com.
Hi, it's Los, here with Tom Mitchell, the honest car guy. Tom, you are changing the way people are buying their next pre-owned car or truck. How are you doing it?
We found a better way for customers to buy a car, an honest way, a very transparent way. You pay what we pay plus our honest fee. We even prove it to you by giving you a copy of the bill of sale at the end of the deal. The honest car guy, you'll save an average of $5,000 to $10,000 depending on the price of the car.
Folks, if you want to save thousands on your next pre-owned car or truck, call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME-1. Show Me the Number 1 or honestcarguy.com.
Thousands of veterans across Georgia are missing out on the benefits they've earned through their service. The Warrior Alliance is changing that by connecting veterans and their families to life-changing resources and support. Tune into the Warrior Alliance Network, our podcast and radio show dedicated to helping veterans succeed after service. Join us every Saturday at 11 a.m. on 106.3 to hear inspiring veteran stories, discover free programs, and learn about career opportunities available to you. Subscribe to the Warrior Alliance YouTube channel today.
Faith, family, freedom. These are the cornerstones of America and the foundation for a successful life. But today, all three are under attack. Crushing debt, out-of-control spending, and reckless policies in Washington are threatening your savings, your retirement, and your future. Hi, this is Glenn Beck. The only financial advisory firm I recommend in Atlanta is Nicholas Wealth Management. David Nicholas and his team believe protecting your money is about more than wealth. It's about defending your faith, your family, and your freedom. If your hard-earned retirement is left exposed to market chaos, higher taxes, or inflation, what happens to the life you've worked so hard to build? For over 20 years, David Nicholas has helped families right here in Atlanta fight back with retirement strategies built to better withstand uncertainty. Call Nicholas Wealth Management today, 404-890-5606, or visit nicholaswealth.com. Aim to safeguard your future today.
Nicholas Wealth is an independent financial services firm that uses a variety of different investment strategies. Glenn Beck is not a client and is paid for his endorsement.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
This was day 1962. The Cubans started releasing prisoners captured during the Bay of Pigs invasion. In exchange, we gave them $50 million in food and medical supplies. And now sponsored by Gligman's Flams. If you need Flams, you need Gligman's. Holy crap at sports with Pete Davis.
Santa Claus tweets, I can get you on the nice list, but I'm going to need you to show me those tatas.
Fuck them over, baby.
Let's get that shirt off. Falcons' Bijan Robinson and Chris Lindstrom named to the Pro Bowl.
Oh,
congratulations, young men.
Excellent.
The college with the most NFL Pro Bowlers this season is?
With the most Pro Bowlers? Wait a minute, what'd you say, the college? Oh,
Yeah.
oh wow. Georgia?
Yes, you're correct. Yeah, 6.
I'll be damned.
That's one more than the other ones.
Yeah.
Falcons host the Rams next Monday night. Falcons are up 2 spots in the power rankings at number 21, right behind the Vikings and right ahead of the Dolphins, who beat the Falcons earlier this season. The Seahawks are now number 1 because they beat the Rams, and the New York Giants are now dead last.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, how about that Giants-Raiders game coming up? You going to enjoy that?
Oh, man, what a shame, really. I don't get it.
49ers overcome a good night for Phillip Rivers, beating the Colts in Indy 48-27. Brock Purdy threw for 5 touchdowns. The 44-year-old Rivers looks like a shot putter when he throws the football. My shoulder hurts just watching that guy wind up.
It doesn't
He can't throw it more than 40 yards, but he's not the reason Indianapolis is losing.
No,
he played well.
Yeah, he did play well.
After starting 7-1, the Colts have now gone 1-6.
Yeah?
Watching it fade away, I'm afraid. San Francisco punter Thomas Morstead has the best job in America. Why?
Oh, yeah. Well, because he only punts, and no head doesn't have to punt. They just keep making first downs, I guess.
He doesn't even have to punt. He's getting paid $1,255,000 to not punt in the month of December. The last time his foot met ball in anger was November 30th.
Wow. But I'm ready, Coach.
Yeah. Mike tweets, every time they cut to Phillip Rivers' family box, there are more children there.
I was wondering about that.
Yertle, the fertile turtle.
You had another one.
Steelers receiver DK Metcalf suspended for 2 games by the NFL for his punch upwards one-handed push on a fan the other day, which means he might lose $40 million in guaranteed salary.
Ouch.
Yeah, he'll sue.
Yeah, but still, it's in his contract. If he doesn't show up for a practice for any reason, he loses out on his whatever money, and that's a reason he didn't show up because they suspended him.
He's one of those guys, all the talent in the world, but the head.
Yeah, stupid.
There's a photo of Eli Manning helping his father, Archie, walk around the streets of Oxford. Archie having to use a cane these days.
Oh, my.
The pic has gone viral. So someone posted a photo of the elder Manning holding the baby Eli back in the 80s, and they called the two pics the cycle of life.
Yeah, there
It's
you
amazing.
are. Yeah, absolutely.
Georgia announcing a contract extension and raise for athletic director Josh Brooks to 2031 following the back-to-back SEC championships a while back in football, the national championships in women's tennis, women's track, and equestrian.
Wow.
Good time to be a female athlete over there in Athens at the moment.
Yeah.
Missouri's leading pass rusher Damon Wilson is countersuing the University of Georgia, claiming UGA is illegally trying to punish him for transferring.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Yeah.
maybe they're just trying to get their damn money back.
Yeah, because you skipped out on your deal here, so,
Yeah, took the money and then...
Yeah, that's wrong.
Washington State has won the famous Idaho Potato Bowl over Utah State, 34-21 yesterday. And today we have the Bush's Boca Raton Bowl of Beans. I'm not kidding. Played annually in Pascagoula, by the way.
My.
Louisville is up 21-9
Wow.
on Toledo right now, and they're in the fourth quarter with about 10 minutes to go.
Huh.
All right. Comedian Keegan-Michael Key is at the game. They must have paid him. I don't know why he's there.
Oh, really?
He
Wow.
dressed perfectly for the occasion, bean-colored attire, and custom-made bean-themed running shoes.
Yeah, they paid him.
Yeah, he's been paid. The trophy itself holds baked beans.
Oh, that's gross, yeah.
I hope they don't pour it over the cup.
No,
if they
that would
do.
be bad.
Because the Duke's Mayo Bowl, they put that... yeah, it's disgusting.
Ugh.
Louisville's Jeff Brom's name now being bandied about for the Michigan man job.
From Louisville to Michigan? Wow.
Yeah, he's a good coach.
Yeah, but what would you know about big-time Big Ten athletes? Well, I don't. Maybe they're all the same these days. I don't know.
Well, Louisville, they played up there.
Yeah, I guess.
The New Orleans Bowl, held annually in Tallahassee, has Western Kentucky versus Southern Miss. And the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl, played in Blue Ridge, as UNLV versus Ohio. Now, the Bobcats not having their head coach, remember, he was fired for allegedly drinking and having a romantic relationship with a student.
Yeah, that's right. Ohio.
Speaking of bowl games,
Yeah.
Tim tweets, when I say I'm in the holiday spirit, I mean I'm watching a college kicker grossly miss a 31-yard field goal into a construction site at 2 p.m. on a Monday. That's me, baby, watching these bowl games.
There you go.
I love bowl games. Bring them on. So is everybody happy that the Trojans will no longer play their annual rivalry game against the Fighting Irish? They've been playing since 1926.
Yeah.
Well, not everybody is happy or unhappy.
Yeah.
Let's listen in to what former Southern Cal receiver Keyshawn Johnson thinks about his current USC coach, Lincoln Riley. This would be Keyshawn Johnson.
See what he says about the Lincoln Riley game.
I can't believe what I just heard. But I just heard that we're not playing Notre Dame. I think the series is getting ready to end like in the next year or so. Here's what I'm going to say, man. I don't know what the F is going on with our athletic department. Okay, we got people in there that are not Trojans, that don't know anything about being a Trojan, running our athletic department. We got a head coach that knows nothing about being a Trojan.
Ouch.
Why don't we just not play football? How about that?
Ooh. Wow.
Wow.
And
We're
that
not
was-
going to play.
I'm sorry.
We went after
Flounder,
Lincoln Riley there, yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah. And we just received from CFB Memes Notre Dame's schedule for next season. Would you like to hear it?
I would like to see what they're doing there, yeah.
They begin the year with a bye week before taking on BYU. After that, it's the Indianapolis YMCA, the IMG Academy, Indiana State, the South Bend YMCA, another bye week to rest up, then a tilt against the Coast Guard Academy, Notre Dame alumni, Mater Day High School in Cincy.
That's modern day a D.
Modern day, whatever. I'm a Protestant. I don't know. The Culinary Institute of America, Indiana alumni, and they close out the season, Notre Dame does, against retired farmers.
Yeah, and then they get a week off before they are automatically in the playoff season. So
Automatically. Seriously. And,
Yep,
somebody
that's
said
right. Yeah, automatically.
that Southern Cal was going to sign something with them earlier this season when they found out Notre Dame had got that cushy little deal with the College Football Playoff Committee that they're getting in if they're in the top 12 no matter what.
Yeah.
Which nobody else has that deal.
I've never heard.
Why are they so bleeding special?
Never heard of such a thing. Why now? I mean, back in the day of Era Parsegian, maybe there's, it was a powerhouse. Everybody looked at Notre Dame and the story
Even
of
Holtz.
Rudy and all that stuff. The Holtz, I mean, yeah,
Screw
for
Rudy.
years and years. But nowadays, that's why Notre Dame.
Look, Paul Feinbaum pointed out, nobody's watching it on TV anymore.
Yeah.
It's not even that big a draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Well, no, you would think if they were going to pick a team to say, well, you're automatically in because you guys have such a program, it would be Georgia or Alabama or something like that. It certainly wouldn't be Notre Dame over the last 20 years.
I know. Speaking of, well, we're going to do that on there. This damn phone keeps messing with me. The ninth place Hawks host the 10th place Bulls tonight. Where are you going to be sitting?
Well, I think Quantisha's got 2 seats in row 9, and kind of in the middle, half court.
You sitting in her lap? She's sitting in your lap.
She normally kind of leans into me. She likes me when I put her arm around and she snuggles into my neck. She goes right here. It's right in this area right in here. So
okay,
I put
too
extra
much
talcum
information.
powder in there for her because she likes the sound of my Johnson's baby powder.
Yeah, that's way too much information. I'm sorry I asked. The purging of the Mets continues as second baseman Jeff McNeil is traded to the A's.
Oh, boy.
This after outfielder Brandon Nimmo was traded to the Rangers.
Yeah.
What do the two players have in common? They both clashed with $341 million shortstop Francisco Lindor. Nimmo about politics, McNeil about a play from years ago which led to the physical confrontation between the two of them.
Holy moly.
Francisco Lindor, the Luca Brasi of the Metropolitans.
Yeah.
Cross
Jeez,
him and you're sleeping with the fishes. So you want to go to the final World Cup match July 19th next year up in the Meadowlands, do you?
Boy, how we get tickets from our company to go to watch the soccer boys.
How much will you pay for a great seat up there in New Jersey behind one of the goals?
Oh, $8, $8.50.
Higher.
$19.
Higher.
$42.
Higher.
$309.
Higher.
$700.
Higher.
$42,000.
Higher.
Oh, now stop.
$52,122 is one of the top seats behind one of the goals. I wouldn't want to sit behind one of the goals.
They can't see anything except if they're right in front of you. You can't see the rest of the game.
I don't know. I have no idea where to sit in a soccer game. I'm lying to you. On this day, December 23rd in 1913, the Sporting News reported how many men died from baseball-related injuries during the 1913 season.
Ooh, died from baseball injuries. I'll bet you it's probably 4 or 5.
Not football. Higher.
In baseball?
Yeah,
wow.
baseball.
10.
Higher.
Oh, yeah, that can't be true. Wait, hitting with a ball?
15 people died playing baseball in the pros in 1913.
Wow. From what? Maybe being hit with a pitch?
I don't think that was all. That was in the pros. I'm just saying in kind of
maybe
baseball.
Kids hitting the heart with
Amateur
a bad pitch or something. Yeah. Wow. That's
that was
unbelievable.
long. Yeah, the getting hit in the heart thing.
That happened.
That kind of happened after I quit playing, and all of a sudden they started doing it.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't let me play football because of that. But
really?
back then they didn't think baseball could hurt you. But then we found out it could hurt you.
Bummer.
But it was fun. I played anyway. 1972, immaculate reception. Steelers turn around a 7-6 defeat with a last-second touchdown reception against the Raiders to win 13-7. Terry Bradshaw's pass hits Jack Tatum in the chest. The ball hits the ground, bounces around a couple times. Then Franco Harris scoops it up and runs it in for the winning score. At least that's how Oakland fans remember it. You can't really see the video. You can't. He's real low.
Yeah, scoops it off his shoe tops, but you can't actually see what happened theoretically. And by the way, Pittsburgh radio play-by-play Jack Fleming's call. Bradshaw's running out of the pocket looking for somebody to throw to. Fires downfield. There's a collision. It's caught out of the air. The ball is pulled in by Franco Harris. Franco Harris is going for a touchdown for Pittsburgh.
Wow, it's almost like I was there.
All right, we just had a caller say the best location in the or to watch a soccer game is from home.
Watching a football game.
You are correct, sir. Or madam.
2004, J.D. Drew leaves the Braves after one season to sign a 5-year, $55 million deal with the Dodgers. The D in J.D. stood for disgruntled.
I remember J.D. Drew, and people thought he was going to be the next thing. I mean, he was, as I remember, he was very highly touted. And then
Captain Attitude.
Yeah, but he had a problem. So, I remember J.D. Drew.
Birthdays, 1935, Paul Hornung, College Football Hall of Fame halfback, Heisman Trophy winner in 56 for Notre Dame, played for the Packers, born in Louisville. He died about 5 years ago. I still say, having him and Van Note, when he walked in, when Van Note and I having a Sazerac at the old Absinthe House in New Orleans, and Paul Hornung walks in and listening to those two gentlemen talk.
That had to be one of the great bucket lists of all time.
Yeah. Sazerac sucked, though. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, it's not a good drink.
I like rye, but but
it's not good.
1936, Bobby Ross, coach of the San Diego Chargers and Georgia Tech, born in Richmond. 1948, Jack Ham played for the Steelers, born in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, after the flood, I hope.
77 years old.
Yep. 1963, Jim Harbaugh, quarterback for the Bears, Indianapolis Colts, coach Stanford and University of San Diego, also the 49ers and Michigan, and born in Toledo.
Yeah, 62, Jim Harbaugh. Yes.
Sad news, 1969, Greg Biffle was born in Vancouver, Washington, died just last week, the jet crash up there in North Carolina. 1973, Tony Graziani, backup quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons, born in Las Vegas, a lefty, if I remember correctly, and a nice guy. Tony was a nice guy. 1977, another Falcon, Algie Crumpler. Very good tight end for the Dan Reeves era Falcons.
I remember Algie.
Very good. Born in Greenville, North Carolina. And unfortunately, I have one dead person of note on this day, December 23rd, 1990. We lost Wendell Scott, the first black driver to win a race at NASCAR's premier level, won in Jacksonville, the 200, back in 1963. Died from spinal cancer.
Wow.
And 69 years old.
Bummer. Pete Davis. And by the way, coming up, I will be saying the word Chaminade. And I'll bet Chaminade, and Virginia college sports. Oh, what a day. And the call and the reaction of coming up. Kimber Pete Fodder, 531 on 106.3.
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
I know. That's the key. I don't know what I'm talking about either. Da, da, da.
Need more than just headlines on your ride to work? It's the Morning Extra, live from 6 to 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, only on Extra 106.3 and the Extra app.
Get a great deal on a new Subaru and give back. It's really that easy. For every new Subaru bought or leased during the Subaru Share the Love event, Subaru of Gwinnett will make a donation to national and local charities that our owners care about. The Subaru Share the Love event has supported more than 2,700 hometown charities. And by the end of our 18th year, Subaru and retailers like Subaru of Gwinnett will have donated more than $350 million to charity. It's the reason why we say Subaru of Gwinnett is more than a car dealer. We always go the extra mile for our community. And during the 2025 Subaru Share the Love event, you get a great vehicle and support a great cause. With every new Subaru purchased or leased, Subaru will donate $250 to your choice of charities. Additionally, for every Subaru vehicle routine visit during the Subaru Share the Love event, Subaru of Gwinnett will donate $5 to our hometown charity. But it's only happening now through January 2nd, so hurry in to Subaru of Gwinnett, Satellite Boulevard in Duluth, and online at SubaruofGwinnett.com.
Jaron Solomon here, and every year there's a new phone, a new tablet, a new trend, but some things never lose their value or their sparkle. This Christmas, make it unforgettable at Solomon Brothers Jewelers. You'll find gifts that sparkle as bright as the season, from our famous diamond studs to timeless tennis bracelets and trendy yellow gold necklaces starting at $9.99. It seems like every year everything gets more expensive, except here. Our holiday gift guides make it easy to find the perfect piece, and with our low price guarantee and flexible financing, luxury has never been more accessible. This holiday season, choose timeless over temporary. Choose jewelry. Visit SolomonBrothers.com to explore the gift guides or book your private appointment today to further customize your shopping experience. Solomon Brothers, Atlanta's trusted Christmas destination for over 40 years.
Hey, this is Matt from East Cobb. We basically bought our house from our in-laws. It was my wife's childhood home. One of the issues that we've had when we first moved in was our dog in our backyard. It was extremely shaded, could never grow grass back there. We resodded it twice. So ATL Turf Co. did an amazing job with our backyard transformation. They basically created a miniature golf hole. We have a miniature fairway. We also have a miniature little putting green. consists of about 4 holes, total about 40 yards. So you can definitely work on your short game and your putting. After that transformation that ATL Turf Co. did for us, my father-in-law came and saw his house the way it looked after the fact of we had a putting green and a miniature golf course. Sure enough, he did the same thing with ATL Turf Co. He has a beautiful backyard, wonderful stonework, drainage, and a beautiful practice area for chipping and putting. Check him out online at atlturfco.com.
Need advice on getting things fixed up around the house? No matter how big or small that project is, we've got your answers. Listen to us on the All Four Seasons Home Show presented by the Trusted Toolbox. Join Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons Garage Entry Doors and Windows, and me, Chris Lalamia, your favorite handyman from the Trusted Toolbox, as we tackle all the issues, fixes, and honeydew projects around your home. Join us every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. or grab the podcast anytime on the Extra 106.3 app.
Hey, it's Lowe's for True Prep. Christmas is fast approaching, but don't panic. True Prep has a Christmas sale to end all others. Skip the tacky tie and the ugly sweater this year. Shop at a local business and give truly unique gifts and help someone get on the path to true preparedness. Too many great deals to choose from? Grab a True Prep gift card. Sale prices run through December 31st, so they can still save after Christmas. For more information, check out True Prep at truprep.com. That's truprep.com. Prepare today for a worry-free tomorrow at True Prep.
Attention Warriors, are you a veteran ready to navigate to success after service? Tune in to the Warrior Alliance Network. Join us as we spotlight inspiring stories, provide essential resources, and connect you with a community dedicated to empowering veterans. From career advice to health and wellness tips, the Warrior Alliance Network is your go-to hub for post-service success. Tune in Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. on Extra 106.3. Join us on the mission, the Warrior Alliance Network, where warriors thrive together. Visit us at thewarrioralliance.org for more information.
Sorry, I'm helping out here. Yeah, I love to play harmonica with Bob Dylan. And I know he appreciates it. By the way, I've never heard this song.
You've heard this song.
I don't remember this song. Bob Dylan. Dun, 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 dun.
He wrote this about you-know-who.
I don't know. I don't know the words of this song.
The woman.
Well, I don't know which one.
What was her name? The one, the other liberal that he was with.
I don't remember.
Remember? She was a folk singer.
Oh, not Judy Collins.
No, the liberal.
Joan Baez.
Yeah, Joan Baez.
Joan Baez. Joan Baez. Yeah, she was a little freaky. Bob Dylan, 1962, was on a trip to the UK, and he performed at the King and Queen pub in London, his third trip to Britain, 1962. Bob Dylan. Our birthday list includes Carla Bruni. Carla Bruni is something of a hottie, 58 years old. She was a former First Lady of France about 20 years ago for Sarkozy, I think it was. And wasn't he like 20 years younger than she was or something like that?
No, that's the one that's in there now, Macron. Sarkozy is rotting in prison right now.
Yeah, that's right. In fact, she got in trouble. She got impeached or arrested for trying to pressure a witness who said that her husband took money from Libya or something, as I recall. But anyway, what a, jeez. Anyway, and the current one wasn't. He was like charged with like marrying his mommy, like it was like it was a whole.
She was his
scandal.
teacher.
Yeah, that's right, his teacher. Yeah. Now a leftover thing from sports, Pete Davis, and I know you know this, but I had never heard this name before. Chaminade or Chaminade. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Chaminade. An NAIA college school has only 900 students total. It played against number 1 ranked Virginia. This is 1982. Virginia was, Virginia, Duke, UNC. There were like 4 teams that were always there. Virginia was number 1 by a mile. They had their new 7'4" center, Ralph Sampson. And Chaminade played number 1 ranked Virginia. And it was probably one of the greatest upsets in the history of sports. The coach said, not too many people get to beat number 1 in this nation. What we did was amazing. Virginia cruised to the first 8 games, beat Georgetown with Patrick Ewing. They beat Houston with Hakeem Olajuwon and Clyde Drexler. Virginia was just mowing down everybody. And then all of a sudden, they went to the Silver Swords home state of Hawaii, and that score at halftime was tied at 43. Virginia took a 7-point lead in the second half, and then Chaminade took a lead of 70-68 with 1.5 minutes left to go and never trailed on offense. The coach said, "Well, when you're not playing great on offense, you got to do something on defense," and we couldn't do it. When the final score was first reported that this school Chaminade beat Virginia, ESPN's Chris Berman said, "No, that's not right. That's a mistake." There's no way.
No one believed it.
No one believes that. Can't be right. That's just it was in Hawaii. No, that's not right. We'll get the score
Maui
right.
Classic.
When they come back to mainland, we'll get the final score or something. And then they said, "Oh my God!" He said, "I don't know what happened. The number 1 team in college basketball lost to. Well, I don't even know who they are. I don't know who they are." He said. The Cavaliers lost another time to Jim Valvano's North Carolina State team. But anyway, that was the upset of the world. And so there you go. Anyway, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, 540. Oh, by the way, I know what I want to do. Flounder, you got that thing. Hold on for just 1 second here. At the beginning of the show today, my history bit was a tribute to the poem A Visit from St. Nicholas. The original 1823, perhaps, Visit from St. Nicholas, maybe the most famous, influential Christmas poem ever, obviously. And just for the record, I'll make this short, but just for the record, the poem was written in what's called the galloping rhythm of anapestic tetrameter. Anapestic tetrameter, that's the style of it, solidifying the iconic image of Santa as a jovial, big-bellied kid. First, just very quickly, here's an example of what they mean by that style of poetry. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's a whole style, and it really worked for this poem. Now, that was the original. They found out later a guy named Clement Moore claimed ownership after nobody knew who did it. 20 years later, he said, "No, that was me." Anyway, now, that was the original Visit from St. Nicholas, and now by request and with our great pleasure and appreciation, Flounder, if you will, the Redneck Christmas, and we have heard 2 names of people. Mark said it was Larry from Hey Hiram, and we also heard it was I forgot. I wrote the name someday from the new Redneck Christmas here on 106.3.
It was the night before Christmas, and all through the trailer, my cousins was snoring like 6 drunken sailors. The children were nestled all snug in their beds with the home shopping network stuck in their heads. The ashtrays were full and the beer bottles strewn. Looked like no one would stir at least until noon. And so I surmised that with a little good luck, the missus and I could sneak in a good nap. I'm not sure. I'm having trouble with that line. I was hoping you could help me with that one.
Rest, a nice rest.
So I and my wife beater, and she and her teddy broke out the handcuffs and got the whips ready. I just put fresh batteries in all the adult toys when out in the street I heard a hellacious noise. I leapt to the window and ripped down the sheet and gazed in wide wonder at the scene in the street. The full moon was casting a silvery light on a heartwarming trailer park holiday site. A stretch Hummer limo with 8 hookers in back and their fat-bearded pimp with a red velvet pack. He was dressed in Armani with a lizard skin belt, a rock on each finger, and a chinchilla pelt. His pearl-handled Beretta was engraved to St. Nick, and it was tucked in his trousers right next to his wallet. I'm still working on that line,
Pocket
too.
watch, could be a lot of things, all right?
I can't get a good rhyme on that one.
That's all right, sir. Keep the flow, keep the flow.
Those gold teeth glittered as the crowd gathered round, and he unfurled a list that reached to the ground. He gave food stamps and vouchers and government cheese to the Hondurans, the Haitians, and the Vietnamese. iPods and Game Boys and stereo equipment all recently hijacked from a big Walmart shipment. And then to his chariot the portly elf sprang, and to the grateful he yelled, "Ain't nothing but a fang." To his curvaceous minions he called, on Candy, on Brandy, on Maya and Star, on Cinnamon and LaQuisha, get your ass in the car. And I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight to bar skanks and bikers and paid hookers alike, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Yes, indeedy. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, and you, it's almost Christmas. 106.3. Yeah, 5:45. Here we go. Da, 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 da.
Support the advertisers and partners that share your values. Give our extra advertisers the first shot to earn your business. They will deliver for you every time and support the extra community like no one else. Connect with all of our partners online at extra1063.com.
This is Jonathan Geller at D. Geller & Son Jewelers with my dad, Mike. And Dad, we've got Atlanta's best jewelry selection and the experts to help you find the perfect piece. Silver bracelets, gold chains, colorful gemstones, Swiss timepieces.
We've picked out some classics for incredible holiday savings now through Christmas. 20% off all diamond essentials, diamond studs, hoops, tennis bracelets, and more in natural and lab grown.
Plus, we've got 12 months 0% APR financing. Kennesaw, Sandy Springs, and online at dgeller.com.
It's here. It's called winter. Is your furnace ready to make sure you're warm inside and you keep the cold weather outside? Well, if you're not sure, you need to talk to the folks at Central Heating and Air Conditioning. Central Heating and Air is one of the few second-generation locally owned HVAC companies in Atlanta. With Central, you're not just a number, you're a member of the family. It's been that way since 1947, and it's still that way today. Give Central a call at 770-GET-HEAT or go to centralheat.com. Central Heating and Air Conditioning can fix what ails your house and possibly your family with home ventilation and air quality products. Central has packages designed around health using variable speed, fresh air ventilation, air purifiers, dehumidifiers, and more. Carrier products, carrier warranty, carrier peace of mind. Central Heating and Air Conditioning, your Atlanta carrier expert since 1947. Call 770-GET-HEAT or go to centralheat.com. That's 770-GET-HEAT, centralheat.com.
We're smart, we care. We're Central Heating and Air.
For over 50 years, Mike Patton Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has been moving people right here in LaGrange. A true family business built on integrity and built around serving you. And right now is the perfect time to shop Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram because now through December 20th, you'll get a $500 Visa gift card or we'll make your first payment on any new or pre-owned vehicle. Start your search anytime at MikePattonAuto.com where you can shop hundreds of Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles. So drive a little, save a lot. In LaGrange on Lafayette Parkway or online 24/7 at MikePattonAuto.com.
Here's a fantastic holiday gift idea for the cook in your life. Treat them to a day at Southern Thunder Barbecue School, a hands-on cooking experience where you'll learn award-winning technique for cooking melt-in-your-mouth, competition-quality barbecue. Full details online at southernthunderbbq.com.
John Michaels here. You know I love passion, toughness, and honoring the people who give everything. That's why 13 Heroes Premium Spirits hits home. It was created for the 13 American heroes we lost in Afghanistan, and this holiday season, you can support their legacy. Order direct from 13heroes.com, where a per bottle donation is going to go straight to the heroes at the Warrior Alliance. And it's guaranteed to exceed expectation as it's clean and award-winning. Make a difference this season. Order today at 13heroes.com. 13 Heroes, honor, strength, and incredible bourbon.
Atlanta Braves single game tickets for the 2026 season are now on sale. Get your tickets for some exciting NL East matchups next season, plus great series against the Red Sox, Cubs, Dodgers, and more. And snag the first giveaway of the season, the Drake Baldwin Rookie of the Year bobblehead presented by Coca-Cola on March 31st during the opening homestand.
Baldwin sends one soaring, got a shot, and that is out of here.
And fans can also look forward to the return of some popular ticket packages, including Hello Kitty, Girls Night Out, and Father's Day Catch on the Field, which includes a 20-minute session on the field after the game to play catch. And the Braves are excited to also announce some brand new ticket packages honoring pop culture icons SpongeBob and Snoopy. And it's never too soon to plan your group outing. Great seats and hospitality spaces are also on sale. So visit Braves.com/promos to see more details and purchase your tickets. Atlanta Braves Baseball. We are Braves country.
Attention extra listeners. The end of the year is closing in.
Are your retirement plans ready? We at Master Plan Retirement Consultants are holistic retirement planners, including income and growth planning, tax strategies, and estate and legacy planning. Each piece of the retirement puzzle must fit together cohesively because we know a change in one area can inevitably affect the others. Our boutique team serves you with fiduciary care, ensuring every step moves you closer to a confident, sustainable retirement. Don't wait. There's still time to adjust your plan before year end. Schedule your complimentary consultation now at masterplanretire.com. Master Plan Retirement Consultants. Plan well and prosper.
Advisory services offered through Master Plan Retirement Consultants, Inc., a registered investment advisory in the state of Georgia. Insurance, tax, and commodity services offered through Fricks & Associates, Inc., DBA Master Plan Retirement Consultants. The aforementioned are affiliated companies.
Look at my ding-a-linger. The ding-a-linger known as Chuck Berry. Well, Chuck tried to pull something off he didn't quite get away with. On this day in 1959, Chuck Berry is indicted in Missouri on charges involving a 14-year-old girl that he wanted to hire for his bar. He was an easygoing guy. In fact, Carl Perkins once described an experience of touring England in 1964 along Chuck Berry. This was 5 years after he had been indicted for violating the Mann Act. Carl Perkins said Chuck Berry was a great guy, sweet and easygoing, used to jam in the dressing rooms, and after what happened to him, man, he was distant and bitter. Turns out he was rock and roll's founding father, turning out Maybelline, Johnny B. Good, stuff like that. But then the jail got him, the Mann Act. Chuck Berry hired a girl he met at a bar in Juarez, New Mexico, to work for him at his legitimate nightclub. Then he fired her 3 weeks later, and it turned out that as a 14-year-old named Janice Escalante, she told the St. Louis police a whole different story about being hired to work in his restaurant. Chuck Berry's defense didn't work. He was convicted, but then he was sentenced to 5 years, but he was also the trial was thrown out because of a racial comment made by the judge. So they put him on trial again, and he was convicted again and spent a couple of years in prison, Chuck Berry. Anyway, here you go. And
did he also record some people in a bathroom or something?
Oh, yeah, he was spying on women in the bathroom. In his, I guess, and I think it was in that same place, if I recall. I'm not sure if he had more than one bar. And one more quick historical note here was on this day in 1966, Santa Claus crashes Batman. The episode of Batman, which aired 3 days before Christmas, 1966, Batman and Robin, the boy wonder, meet Santa Claus in one of the classic window cameo scenes in the show Batman. Santa Claus, played by Andy Devine, opens a window during one of the crime fighters' iconic climbs up a building in the city of Gotham. I used to love the way they and they were, climbing up but it was actually them walking on sideways on the historical horizontal thing, which it was pretty funny walking up the side of a building. Anyway, so they're walking up the side of a building. In the scene, Santa Claus in the window tells the dynamic duo that he would be happy to bring them gifts if they tell him where the Batcave is. And Adam West at Batman says, to the camera, he turns to the camera and says, well, if you can't trust Santa Claus, who can you trust? And Santa invaded Batman in 1966. Anyway, Kara Pete and Flounder, 553. And this guy got a little play here. You know that Pete knows this well. An all-star from Major League Baseball for several years, Ender Inciarte.
Brave center fielder.
We worked for the Braves for 6 years. For 6 years, also the Diamondbacks and the Mets. Anyway, he's a Venezuelan native, and he took his family on a Disney family cruise. Disney family cruise. And he said, hey, Disney, love your cruises, except for the part that there are men dressed as women. I thought you already got over it. And then he got a lot of crap for saying, "Oh, that's racist, man. You're spreading hate on social media." He says, "What are you talking about?" He says, "That's not hatred or a personal attack. It was an opinion based on my convictions." They say you call things by their name. It's not being a mockery or contempt. It's just, where's my hate? I'm saying have my kids here in a place where a 6-foot-tall man is dressed as a woman and acting like a woman, traumatizing my kid on a family cruise. That's not hate. I just want to normalize basic behavior.
Yeah.
I mean,
Double down on them.
They creamed him for it.
Yeah, don't apologize to him. Screw him.
And by the way, Disney. I mean,
Disney's evil.
I mean, people like me who grew up watch every Sunday night. We'd be laying on the living room floor with our parents on the couch watching a black and white TV, holding the antenna so we could see the picture to watch the Disney every Sunday night. I'm just
it's a different company now.
God, what a difference. Anyway, Kim Repeat and Flounder of for the next few days, almost Christmas. In the meantime, one more special thing for you before we go as a treat from 106.3. This is our program director, Andy, and I found his audition tape for Morehouse College Music Department.
Holy night.
Representing Dickey Broadcasting, Andy the programmer.
Brightly shining.
He's really known for his
It is the night
vibrato
of our dear
and octave enhancement.
Savior's birth.
You'll see in a moment. Andy, program director, 106.
Long lay the world.
By the way, he plays all his own instruments.
Sin and
It's pretty proud.
error high till he appeared, and the soul felt its worth.
Kind of starts out breathy like a poet.
A thrill of hope.
Starting to build here.
The weary world rejoicing, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn.
Starting to build now.
On your knees.
Andy for programming.
Oh, hear the angels' voices.
Here we go, It's just the feeling.
When Christ was born.
He's going to bring it back for Christianity of American people. That's some of that octave enhancement. How he trained his vocal cords for this. Oh, boy. Oh, no, don't tell me he can fit another higher. No, there's no way he can. It's just the musicality. It's just the octaves. Just thinking, my nipples are hard as a rock. I tell you. You tell me he can't do it. Can he make? Oh my God! Now he's kind of bringing it back home.
You know it was divine fever.
Telling the story of Jesus.
Oh, night divine.
I know I'm going to get in trouble for this because I stole that audition tape. I know I violated some copyright rules. In fact, Flounder, I bet they're not even going to put it on YouTube. I'll bet you. because of the copyright violation of some kind there.
No, they didn't hear it on YouTube, so you're all right.
Oh, it wasn't on YouTube?
Well, no, on some of the stuff, I don't let them hear it because of the copyright blocks, but a lot of them on YouTube are listening on the app as well, so they can hear it.
Outstanding. Well, we wouldn't want to deprive them, really,
That
of
might
that
have been
beautiful
safe.
voice.
That one might have been safe. I don't know.
Another Christmas classic from your friends at, 106.3, the FOM of Atlanta, WFOM.
FOM
106.3. Boys, have a great Christmas. And Flounder, we won't see you for a while. You and Veronica and Mrs. Flounder be out there doing
I'll see you guys on the 5th.
Okie dokie. And Pete Davis and let's see,
Nolabel.
Nolabel. You and Nolabel. Have a great Christmas. All right. God bless America. See you, boys. Merry Christmas. Hey, all right. Christine, sing me home, baby. I got to go. You're killing me. Ho, ho, ho. Look out, Herb.
The Morning Extra. Every weekday morning from 6 to 10 on WFOM and W292 EV Marietta. A Dickey Broadcasting Station. Extra.
Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, doke. Let's see. Okay. All right, here we go.